Okay, I'm not done setting up my shit yet. But firstly, thank you for the hydrate, Gonzo. Secondly, there's a spam bot in my chat, and they got around my keywords, which means I get to add a new keyword to my bot destruction command, or my bot destruction whatever the fuck I called it, auto bot detection. All right, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna fucking keep setting up all my stuff. Hold on, duplicate. Right, duplicate this, and then edit that, and then so that it says like, oh, if this contains what's this new site? Peak P. All right, homie. I see you. Thank you, bot fucking I don't know. There's a joke there that I just couldn't find. Peak P. That's going in the keywords list. All right. Now I'm gonna go continue setting up my shit, and I'll be right back. Businesses. Oh, let me ban this guy first. Ban the bot. Okay, now I'll be right back. Wow, Bar, where were you this last few days? You're always live on Sundays and like sometimes on Fridays and Saturday, or at least you said you were gonna be on Friday and or Saturday. Like this past week when you were up on what, Thursday? Thursday was the last time I was here. Allow me to explain. Right? Maybe allow me to explain. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. Allow me to explain with my old friend MS Paint. I really should like pin this to my taskbar. So like Saturday rolls around. Here's how I was feeling. We're gonna do another graph, right? From like Friday to Saturday to Sunday to today. What's Monday? I think it's Monday, right? Yeah, Monday, right? Here's how I was feeling, right? On a scale of like 10 to like 1 throughout that. So on Friday, I gotta recalibrate my face. I always have to do this. I don't know why I keep forgetting I need to like there you go, like recalibrate, bro. It's just never in my lexicon. I don't know. Or never in my my toolbox of things I gotta do before we start, you know what I mean? So a friend of mine was like, hey, we're gonna get in VR on Friday and we're going to go like hopping a couple raves, maybe say hi to some people. And I'm like, yo, I'm totally fucking down, right? So we went from like 10 in like, this is like physical, like how I'm physically feeling, right? 10 to like a solid like 8 towards the end of like towards the end of was this on Friday? I think this was on Friday. Yeah, this was on Friday. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna stream Friday. I'll do it Saturday. And then my friend was like, hey, we're gonna do some shit Friday night. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I wake up Saturday morning, and I'm like, I don't know that I'm feeling too great because, we do a little bit of the drinky, right? So I'm not like hungover or nothing, because I don't get hungover. I should mention that. I don't really get hungover unless I really, really fucked up the night before. I don't really get hangovers. But what I do get is I get debuffed the next day, and I don't exactly feel that good. Why is that guy, that bot, still? His message is still in my physical. There we go. Okay, it was still on stream despite the fact it wasn't. I don't want people looking at that, right? I don't want people looking at spam bot shit. All right, what was I saying? And I was like, okay, I'm debuffed today. I woke up real late because I was up till like 5 in the morning. I don't know that I feel like streaming. So, I'm like slowly like recovering throughout the day. I get feeling a little bit better like towards the end of work, right? And fucking then another one of my friends, actually this was a plan we had already made. We were like, oh, we're gonna get on and we're gonna get fucking hammered and we're gonna have a good time. Then we're not gonna go to raves. This is not a rave day. I think we ended up going to one anyway, but like we're gonna do the VR chat Saturday shit like we always used to do with a smaller group of people, and we're just gonna have a good time and get drunk. Thank you, Oki, by the way. I had a lot of fun. But I did the same thing, and now I woke up the next day into Sunday also feeling at like an 8 physically. So I'm like, okay, again, I woke up late. I'm not feeling that great, so we're just not gonna stream today either. So then I'm feeling a lot better throughout the day, and then here we are today at a perfect 10, just about. I'm all set. I'm all good. We're all set, right? I feel much better now, and we're not drinking or anything today. We're just gonna. I don't really know what we're going to do today. Well, I do in the sense that I opened Minecraft, but like, I don't really know. I don't really have a plan for what we're doing today. I kind of just was like, fuck it, dude. Let's just do something. I don't have an idea of what we're getting ourselves into today. But I was like, I completely skimped out on the last couple days that I claimed to be live, and now I'm not live, and now I am live. Now I'm here, and we're having a good day. We're having a good day so far. All right, that's enough MS Paint. Don't save that. At any rate, I did a couple things. Namely, I took out the enchanting setup. I'll have to show you where I moved that. Also, I put an equalizer on my mic. I think that's a little important to mention. I set up an equalizer on my mic. Hopefully it sounds good. I can't exactly hear it I can't exactly hear it like in my ears or anything. You know, it's just kind of getting broadcast out into the world. So hopefully it sounds good. Cause I didn't really test it to see if it didn't sound bad. I'm hoping that it makes the mic quality sound a little better by, you know, equalizing stuff. You know what I mean? But enchanting setup got moved to a more permanent location. And then these two are kind of related. This is for mystical agriculture shit. So this is that mod that you use to, like, grow, like, you know, chicken essence and, like, bronze essence. And you use this, you essentially, oh shit. You essentially, like, grow, you can use zinc essence to make zinc, right? You're essentially just growing materials out of thin air, right? Because I was like, well, last time we ran into a hitch where I was like, you know, I'm kind of getting low on experience, and I don't really have a good way to get experience. So I started growing experience. So that's what we set up, or that's what I set up over here on my own time. I put an experience seed in here. So we're growing XP right now as we speak, using the setup that we set up yesterday, which we're probably going to expand on today. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to, like, line these up a little more in a little more of a permanent way, because I did set up a way for these to get sent back to the system. This gets imported back into the system once these are all done growing. So ideally, the goal here, at least for today, is to, actually, speaking of today, because we're gonna need a lot of sheet metal for that. Let's go set up some sheet metal. Ideally, we set up a lot more of those today, because I want to be growing hella XP. We don't really have too much. We have 8. And the recipe for this is to do this, and you get an experience droplet, right? And you can't do shit with this experience droplet. You could either put it into a bottle and make a bottle of enchanting, which is a waste of glass. I know we have infinite glass, but that's like a whole waste of glass. Or the secondary option, which I had an idea. This is going to get moved to a more permanent space as well at some point. This is just for power. This is a centrifugal separator, which sounds complicated. It just turns this into liquid XP and puts it into here. And I put a little faucet, so I can just extract it from here. So this gives me an idea for a more permanent solution. I was thinking of, like, having those get auto-grown and then get auto-crafted into those droplets, and then those droplets get auto-dumped into a centrifugal separator and get, like, dumped into a massive XP tank somewhere around here. A massive XP, like, I don't know, I'll build a new room or something for that. Right. That was just an idea I had brewing around. At any rate, if we're wondering where the enchantment setup went, it has to do with that. The top of that is not finished, so we're not going up there. But I built a new section of the area. I built a new section of the sky base, bro. I built a new area. This took me like a day and a half because I was like sick for an entire weekend, pretty much. But this leads to, it's supposed to be like a wizard tower. Eventually, this is gonna be a wizard tower. But I kind of just moved it over here. For right now, the enchanting setup, this is still under construction. This is where, like, the enchanting room is going to be, and there's going to be, like, stairs going, like, spiraling up the inside of the tower and down the inside of the tower that go to different places. I kind of took some inspiration from, like, lighthouse design here. Maybe I'll make the interior look a little different, so it's a little less uniform. I feel like we're kind of going a little more, less into a factory direction right here with the wizard tower, so maybe I'll add some, like, wood fixtures on the inside or something. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. But either way, enchanting stuff is all over here. And this is the same setup we had when I moved it, or before I moved it. I did get a few more weird books, though, such as Endless Quiver, which says makes all arrows infinite. So if you get, like, a single, like, what, tipped arrow? Like, how many tipped arrows are there in the game? Tipped arrow, does it just call it, because there's way more than those, right? Arrow of, yeah, there's a lot of tipped arrows here. Levitation, flying, like, flying, tipped arrow of fly. How do you get a potion of flying? Actually, I don't know why I'm looking this up, because I know that we have a means of getting flying, or, like, permanently. Popped chorus fruit into levitation potions. Grants creative flight for 8 minutes? Okay, we gotta try that. Do we have any popped chorus fruit? We do, actually. I think levitation is just... Oh, how do you do that? Potion of levitation. It's a fermented spider eye in a potion of slow falling. Okay, that's a pain in the ass to make because we don't have a lot of phantom membrane. On account of the fact that phantoms don't really spawn because I equipped that one charm and now they leave me alone. What is this? potion of levitation. Oh, you can make like liquid potion of levitation and put it in a bucket. That's weird. That's real weird. That was a voice crack. Holy shit. Bottle of water. 2, 3. I don't know. Let's make this happen. Or at least let's try to make this happen. What's like the exact... Because we need a netherwort for potion base, then levitation, then a fermented spider eye, which I think is just... We don't have... Wait, we don't have mushrooms, do we? Shit, how do we get mushrooms? Actually, you know what? Who might sell mushrooms? Is our old pal. Also, this is where we came from, right? From this side of the building. I also connected this side via another tunnel to like this side of the building. So like it's all a little more interconnected, right? It makes just a little more sense. Right? This guy probably sells fucking mushrooms, right? Because he sells plants and other such things, right? You sell mushrooms, my friend? He does not. He does not. Red? Nope. He sells like flowers and seeds. That's it. Take it or leave it. All right. I guess we're not going to do that. But that's not really what I wanted to do today anyway. What I wanted to do, before I got super sidetracked, we need steel plates and iron plates. We have a lot of steel plates. Let's make like more steel plates. Make more iron plates. Because we need hella plates for those like garden cloaches, right? Make like 200 iron. Let's throw that shit on there. Make some plates. Actually, we were able to speed this up, weren't we? Boom, boom. A little more. There we go. I think that's working. It is. 16? 16 does not work. Okay. It was worth a shot. 8. There we go. 8 is the magic number. Remember that. Because I clearly didn't. Because I know we've done this before. Put that off to the side. I have a giant stack of seltzer, like empty seltzer water cans on my table. I am so afraid of knocking these over. There's just like a pile of them. And I feel like at some point, one of these days, because I end up like saving, I know I've mentioned this before, I end up saving them because you can get free money if you return them to places. If you return them, you can I get, I think, like 10 cents a can. So like I'll just get a bunch of bags together, toss them in some garbage bags, go to this one place, and then I get like $30, $40 free dollars for like nothing. It's not free. I'm technically at a net loss because I paid money for the seltzers, but it's like I'm gonna drink them anyway. I would drink them either way. And now I get a little bit of money back. So what I end up doing is I end up just like storing the cans on the on my table in like bulk. Instead of just tossing them in the bag as I drink them, I store them on the table. And then once it becomes too much to bear, then I toss all of them in the bag. Right, once it's taken up like half my fucking desk, then I throw them in the bag. Is there an easier way to make these without like waiting? Actually, we might be able to speed. This might be a fun side project here. Because we might be able to afford... Why is this like this? Oh, it's a stressometer. I see. Why are you not showing me the... Do I not have my goggles on? Do I not have goggles? I do have goggles. Why do I not have them equipped? Put them on, bro. Yeah, we're only at 66% stress capacity. We might be able to... Also, we're not using these crafters, like, at all. Now we're at 41% stress capacity. We could double the speed that this is moving at. Like, even more. I think we can. What it is I need. Too goddamn tired to speak. Okay, we need, cogs, right? Do we have any cogs? We do. We need, like, what? A small and a big. Maybe after this is done. Because I need to, like, tear half of this down before we could do any of this shit. Man, the Midnight, just the band you're listening to right now, they just dropped a new album called Syndicate. I feel like I gotta plug it because it was really fucking good. If you're into this kind of shit, but I was listening to it. Right, and I'm like, man, this is so fucking good, but I am so sad that, like, I'm never gonna be able to listen to this album for the first time ever again. You know? You ever get that feeling? Because I get that feeling kind of a lot. I'm like, man, I'm never gonna be able to watch this for the first time ever again. I'm never gonna be able to experience what I just experienced for the first time ever again. This is like a once in a lifetime experience that I just had here, right? But then I remember, like, you know, it's kind of sick that, like, I even lived this experience to begin with. Cause, like, sorry, I'm not good at, like, multitasking. So I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm trying to get better at that, so I can, like, talk and not completely shut down, like, my brain processes for everything that we're working on right now. But fucking, okay, this might be fast enough. We might be cooking here. But it's kind of, like, cool in a way that, like, I was here to experience whatever it is I just experienced, right? For the first time. And it's like, I don't know where I'm going with this thought. I don't know where we're going here. Do I need more steel? I probably do. I'm just gonna cook up some more. Oh, wait, we have a bunch of steel plates. Let's make more. It's kind of, beautiful. Like, life is beautiful, man. That I got to experience this for the first time to begin with. Like, there are people, like, I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, you ever go to the comment section for, like, a really old song, right? On YouTube, and they're like, I was born in the wrong generation. I don't know if people like that still exist anymore, but, like, you'll see people like, people my generation, we want to all they listen to is rap music, blah, they don't know real music, blah, blah, like those fucking people, right? This is, like, not that much faster. Actually, no, it's not faster at all. Because, like, it's synced up to the same cog that's spinning at the same rate. So this isn't faster whatsoever. Hold on, we need those casings back. Because I think I need to cut this part off so that it doesn't interfere with anything. And then we need, like, a gearbox so that we can transfer that energy a little bit further. Or in a different direction, I mean. Like, if we do, like, this shit, right? And then we do this. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas, dude. Look at this shit. Look at this. Boom. 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 That's a little bit faster. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. But yeah, fucking... What was I saying? I will never... This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I will never listen to this album for the first time ever again. But that's kind of beautiful. Oh yeah, people in those comment sections for, like, really old music will be like, oh, the fucking, I wish I was alive for this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I guess there's an argument to be made. Or I guess there's yeah. I guess there's an argument to be made to be like, man, if only I was here. It's a similar mindset, right? If only I was alive for this, so I could have seen this live or whatever, right? Like, I know I remember hearing about this, like, I think it was Van Halen. And this is very boomer rock. I know, I grew up on boomer rock, so, like, it's sort of ingrained in my culture, like, to a degree, right? It's like Van Halen and Black Sabbath went on tour once in, like, 1979. I'm like, man, that would have kicked so much ass. That show sounds like it would have kicked so much ass. I wish I was there for that, right? But at the same time, it's like, if I was there for that, I probably wouldn't be here for, you know, the shit that I listen to. You know, I feel like we're in like the perfect opportunity. I'm at the perfect point in history to listen to the Midnight live when they go on tour. I'm at the perfect point in history to listen to I'll just drop some lesser known, like, punk bands I listen to, like Origami Angel or fucking, like, Combat, or what was another one I saw? Ogbert the Nerd, or, like, some other, like, shit that I know nobody here has ever heard of, right? I'm at the perfect point in history to go see those guys live. So it's sort of like time is a beautiful thing. Truly. I had something similar to that written in my notes that I wanted to talk about, actually. Oh yeah, anime seasons. I wrote anime seasons, like, in a similar vein to that, because people are always like, man, I wish, actually, I don't know if people are like, I wish anime seasons were longer, but people, I don't watch too much anime personally, like, anymore, but that's mostly because I just don't watch a lot of stuff anymore right now. I don't have a lot of time to. Thank you for the hydrate, Gonzo. But I was thinking about how, like, if you're a big fan of, like, a particular anime, you just kind of have to live with the fact that there's only going to be one season, ever. But that's kind of okay, because the opposite effect of that is, like, you get... How many seasons are there of The American Office? Or, no, better, The Simpsons, right? When the show lasts forever, and it never ends... See, this is why we needed these plates here for. The show lasts forever and never ends... Oh, we need a lot more plates. Holy fuck. Okay, let's go, like, cook up a few more here. the show lasts forever and never ends, and it gets stale, and it's not, like, cool anymore. It's not fun anymore. Like, I'm sure when The Simpsons released, and, like... How old is The Simpsons? Google. The Simpsons. I want to say it was, like, late 80s, right? 1989 was the first season of The Simpsons. I'm sure when that shit dropped, originally, right, that was, like, the coolest thing ever. Right? It's like, man... People, similarly to how I feel about, like, you know, this fleeting moment of, like, being able to experience music for the first time, right? I'm sure that people were like, man, what a time to be alive, right? We have The Simpsons, and now everyone's like, man, The Simpsons kind of sucks now, right? Because it's been running for, like, 40 years almost, but, you know, with like, seasons of anime, you get one season, and that's it, and that sucks, but that's it. And that's cool. That's like, you know, I was here to experience this one particular season, this one, like, fleeting moment in human history where this was new. I experienced this thing for the first time, and I never will again. But you also gotta remember, like, I feel like I'm talking about, like, two things at once right now. I'm not very good with words. I will tell you that right now. I feel like I'm trying to make two different points at once. But fucking, where am I going with this? Because I had this, like, all planned out, like, as a rant, like, a week ago. So I don't fully, it's been in my notes for, like, a week, and I don't fully remember where I was going with it. I don't know. Time is beautiful. I think is kind of the passage of time is a beautiful thing. Is kind of where I want to go with that. Is there anything in this? No upgrades or inventory contents. Okay, I don't know where that backpack came from. Oh, you know, it's probably one of those summoned monster, like, gate things. I'm sure that's where those came from. We need light bulbs now. And glass. And treated wood planks. How many of those do we have? Oh, not a lot. Not a lot. Let's get some creosote oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some planks. Because we don't have a lot of those left. We might need to go stock up. Well, there's some logs. I guess we could. Nah. We'll stock up. In a little bit. Maybe as I continue my ramblings of a madman about time and other such stuff and things of this nature. What was I saying? Fucking, I had a point I was trying to get to. Again, I wrote that down in my notes like a week ago, and I'm like, this is an awesome, like, stream topic. And I had a point I was trying to get to about it. I don't fully remember what it was, though. Maybe it'll come to me if I keep making these garden cloches. Cloches? I still don't know how to pronounce this. Google. Google out. What the fuck is a cloche? Is a cloche. Not a cloche. It's a cloche. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I highly doubt you are sane, by the way. Listen, you don't need to tell me that for me to know that. I'm not sane, but that makes me funny, and that makes me kind of cool. And the reason that it makes me kind of cool is because the insanity doesn't make me like depressed and sad. Okay, I gotta open up MS Paint. There's a Venn diagram I've seen before, right? This is about, like, fictional characters of, like, my life. I'm not gonna be able to write this well. My life sucks, right? I'm comparing myself to this, right? My life sucks, sad is on this side, and then my life sucks is what happens when you try to write with a mouse and when you have really bad handwriting. My life sucks funny, right? And I don't remember who went in either of these, like, Venn diagrams at the like, in the moment, but I'm, like, right here. I'm, like, right here, you know? I'm like right here. I tread that line. Maybe not in a my life sucks way, but in like a let me take some water. Maybe not in a my life sucks way, but in like a I'm insane, right? I'm not all there. I'm not mentally there, right? I'm crazy, sad / I'm crazy funny, right? That's that I tread that line a little bit. You know what I mean? Insane. Insane, right? Insane, sad, and how do I increase? You know what? This is MS Paint. I'm not gonna increase the brush size. I'm not gonna bother. We just gotta roll with what we have. And then insane, funny, right? That's me. That's me right here. I'm not all this, especially when I just wake up. Like right now, I woke up kind of late because I've been fucking up my sleep schedule. So I was like rushing to try and get all my shit together, but so I could start stream today. So this is the line I tread right now. You know, as like the day progresses and it starts to get like, you know, my brain starts to get back into functioning order. I have to sneeze real quick. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. It's coming. Damn it. Wait. Excuse me. I was like a shotgun. Jesus Christ. It was like so like instant. What was I saying? Might as well clip this for YouTube, brother. My brother in Christ. This is going to YouTube at some point. Hopefully, assuming I watch it in post and I'm like, man, this actually is kind of funny. Because sometimes I'll like go on rants during stream and I'll be like, man, this kind of blows. Or it's like it's either this kind of blows and it isn't as funny as I thought it was in the moment, or it's like, what the fuck is he saying? He sounds like he's rambling about nothing. Right? That's sometimes like I'll be like, man, rewatching my shit trying to look for stuff to make into YouTube shorts, and I'm like, man, I can't use this because he doesn't really make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? How do you make these light bulbs? I need to get back on track a little bit. Glass, paper, or bamboo. I don't think we have bamboo. We do have paper and copper. Okay, let's make some glass. Let's get some glass onto AutoCraft real quick. Or not clear gilt. Do we have regular? Why do we have like 200 different types of? Oh, we do have a lot of glass. Okay, never mind. We do need paper though. We do need paper. I'll make sure to remind you. Okay, I'll hold you to that. Except if I don't remember, I'm not gonna hold you to that because that's like the whole point is I'm not gonna remember. You know? God, I need my work schedule to go back to normal so that I can maybe stream like later in the day instead of right when I. Like an hour after I wake up, so I can like have my brain kind of function better. Because right now I'm treading like a real fine line where like if I don't wake up early enough, like I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be rambling, right? And I'm not gonna make a whole lot of sense. Excuse me. But I'm also at a point where like because I work so late, because I work so goddamn late, when I come home from work, it's already so super late and I'm super tired. And then the same is true anyways, where I'm like rambling and not making a lot of sense because I'm like losing my mind because I'm so tired. Right? So like, it's kind of a lose-lose for me, dude, you know? It's kind of a lose-lose. Like I can't win here. I just need a new job. or a new I need a new blueprint. Do we have any blueprints? Oh, I think I put them in the box because we need to use the other blueprint. Or no, this is the same blueprint, isn't it? Wire, metal press mold, plate. No, these are metal press molds. Where's the engine? Oh, it's right here. I just missed it. Whoopsie daisies. Get you out there. Boom, boom, boom. Light bulb. And then more paper because we need more paper to make more light bulbs. Why do we need paper for light bulbs, by the way? Is this how you make light bulbs? Is this how light bulbs work? I don't think I've ever made a light bulb in my life. I've never really thought about how light bulbs are made. I think in my entire life. So I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not really like an engineer or anything. Despite the fact that I, you know, built like all of this shit, I don't think I've been much of an engineer like in the real world. So I don't know. Do light bulbs use paper? I don't think I don't know. You know, it's not worth Googling. I've decided in the moment that it is not worth Googling. How many of these can we get? 25? Oh, it's only because we're out of treated wood. That makes a lot of sense, actually. We need more creosote. We need to make more creosote. Oh, we have a lot of it. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Drain that bitch. There we go. We have a lot of it. It just wasn't making more. Let's go throw these logs into the sawmill because, like, we're gonna need more. I can already tell you right now, like, I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. Like, we're gonna end up running out of these planks as we're making this shit, and we're gonna be like, shit, I should have gone to throw them in the sawmill. Like, I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't go to make more planks. You know, fucking Porky Pighead ass. What's wrong with me today, dude? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me today. This is not a good day for me. I can tell already. Very high energy, but very low mental capacity. I think that's where we're at right now. We're at like an 80-20 mix of like energy to brain power. Like, I need to wake up more. Like, the caffeine isn't gonna save me here. I think I really just do need to wake up a little more. Which sounds a lot worse than it actually is because, like, I woke up a while ago. I think my brain is just not fully, like, we're in like medium power mode, right? We're still booting up a little. I woke up at like 11:30. You know, how much dirt are we throwing? Too much. Too much. You just reminded me of something. Firstly, I should have reminded myself of this because I know exactly what you're referencing because I tweeted it into the ether. But I just remembered I had a similar idea to throwing dirt into space and making a planet out of it. I had a similar idea to that in high school, where I had the idea of like a cannon, right? Like a giant fucking cannon. Oh shit! I need more plates. I need more iron plates, dude. I had an idea for like a giant cannon that you like stuff dirt into, and you you fire it into the sky. I don't remember what the punchline to that was, because it sounds a lot less funny than it actually was. There was a punchline to that joke, somehow. I'd have to go back in time and ask High School Bar what the fuck he was talking about. But, like, the dirt cannon was just something, like, in my lexicon, like, senior year of high school. I don't remember what I was on about there. But, bro, I'm locked out of my class. What do you mean you're locked out of your class? Is there nobody, like, nobody teaching? Is it one of the, wait, is that one of those things where, like, if the teacher's not there in 15 minutes, you're legally allowed to leave? Is that how college works? I never went to college, so I don't know if that's how that works. Is this lined up, by the way? There's 2 blocks here. And then, assuming that we put one here, you know, to make it all symmetrical, then there's 2 blocks. Okay, so this is, like, this will be a symmetrical process. This is not gonna be, there's not gonna be a problem here. Yep. This is gonna suck a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. How many of these do we... Oh, we got plenty of these. What the fuck am I talking about? Like, oh, we need more. We need more. I know we need more to, like, fill the whole thing out, but... I actually can't get in. College, you could just not show. You're the one paying. Oh, yeah! That makes a lot of sense. I used to know somebody. My mom... like, my mom's, like... high school friend that like they're still best friends to this day. So like she's been in my life as long as I can remember. She's a doctor now, but she was like in nursing school for like forever, right? So like there was a point in time where she stayed with us so that for like so she didn't have to pay for, you know, rent or whatever. She just stayed with us at our house, like in the spare room. And I remember she would do this thing where she would like record her lectures because she'd have to go in like, never mind, I got in. I appreciate. I knew you had it in you. I knew you'd find a way. Listen, you're a smart guy. I knew you would find a way. I was gonna resub with Prime, but instead I get Duolingo drops, and I'm too white for that. Okay, hold on. How do I pin a message? Oh shit, I gotta go to my browser. That's right. Pin that. That's really funny. Amazing. Listen, it was really funny. I had to do it for the Vine, all right? I had to do it for the Vine. What was I just saying? Yeah, my mom's friend would like record her her lecture. She would go in, record her lecture on her phone because it was like super early. Thank you for the hydrate, Mochi. I didn't see you walk in, but welcome in. Fucking. So she had lectures like really early in the morning, and she's also not much of a morning person, so she would record them on her phone, and fucking just watch them like later in the day when she would get back. And like had actual brain power, like to, you know, process whatever was going on in said lecture. So that's not a bad idea if you wanted to go that route. That's what I was planning to do when I was, you know, still young and was like planning to go to college, and now I'm not planning to go to college, and have not been for quite some time. So that was... Jesus Christ. That fucking, I need to reduce this out of that noise, bro. That I need to reduce the volume. Yeah, I need to repeat it like 3 times just to get the info. Yeah, especially like, that's kind of why I stopped doing so well in school, I think, or at least part of why I stopped doing so well in school, because like I would try to pay attention. Most of it was just because I was lazy. I don't want to say lazy, because we're Gen Z. We don't believe that laziness is a thing, clearly. But I was... Oh, my ingots are done. I just didn't care about school, like, at all. I was like, this is some bullshit that I don't care about learning, so I just didn't, like, do anything with it. I just didn't try. But part of it was, like, they had our asses waking up at, like, 6 in the morning, just so, like, to wake up and, like, talk about fucking, like, what did I have, like, first period? Like, actually, there was one time I had a baking class as my first period. That shit was fire, because I got to sleep through that class, like, most of the time. Just because she didn't care. Since this is rent-free in my head, if you say my laugh isn't annoying, I'll sub. Do I sell my integrity and lie to Blue's face and say that sounds so bad? Your laugh isn't annoying. You're taking that. You see the thing. You're making me look really bad right now because your laugh isn't annoying. But I feel like I have to explain myself now. Because was it last night? 2 nights ago when we were like hanging out in VR, we were playing like some truth or dare game, and I rolled like whose laugh in the room is most annoying as the truth. And fucking what did I oh man, what did I, because I was like, I don't think anybody in this room's laugh is annoying. But thank you for the fucking sub, Blue, I think, right? What, am I stupid? I'm telling you, I just woke up. I feel like, I know I didn't just wake up, but I feel like I just woke up. I feel like an old man. I feel like our president right now, and I don't really know what's happening, but I'm letting the words come out of my mouth. You know what I mean? I don't feel sane. Maybe Bozo was right. But fuck, what was I just saying? Yeah, we were at a truth or dare thing. I rolled to my brain. I told you my brain is shutting down. I rolled truth and I got like, oh fucking, who has the most annoying laugh in the room? And I was like, nobody in this room really has an annoying laugh, but if I had to pick somebody, it had to be Blue. And Blue is like, what the fuck? Why me? And I'm like, I don't think your laugh is really all that annoying. But like, I kinda have to pick somebody. Cause it's either that or I drink. And I just drank. So I don't wanna double dip quite yet, you know? I'm not at that point where like I need to like ramp up. It's been rent free. Listen, I think you just gotta like stop thinking about it. You just gotta stop thinking about it so much. Because I don't think you have an annoying laugh. I had to pick somebody. And I was like, listen, if somebody were to have an annoying laugh, like if I had to pick somebody, you held a gun to my head, and I had to answer honestly, because I don't lie to people. I'm not a good liar. Actually, I am a good liar. I just don't use that power too often. It's like a reserve power, right? I lie, and because the trick behind that is I tell the truth most of the time. Fuck, I need more of those transporters. I tell the truth most of the time, so that when I do lie, everyone thinks I'm telling the truth. But I'm like, you know, in that vein, in that line of thinking, I'm like, listen, I don't want to lie. And just, like, point at, like, just anybody. So I'm like, listen, I have to pick the somebody with like the most annoying laugh by comparison. I'm the opposite. I'm always lying. I don't think I believe that. I think you're also a terrible liar. That or I just believe people too much. I'm very gullible. You know what I mean? I kind of just, you know what it is with me? In the same vein that, like, I don't lie too much so that if I want to lie, I can get away with it. I think I just believe everybody because it's easier to just believe that everybody that I am speaking to at a given moment is telling the truth than not. You know what I mean? I think it's just easier for me. Because the thing is, if I believe you, if you tell me a lie and I believe you, and, like, you're like, oh shit, I was lying to you. Well, I look stupid, but you look like an asshole. You know? But if it's the other way around, and you're telling me the truth and I don't believe you, now I look like an asshole. And nobody looks stupid. So, no, I look stupid also. Right? I look both stupid and the asshole. Right? I have a friend like that. I have a friend who does that, where I'm like, fucking... What's something that I told him recently? That he just didn't... Oh, fucking... When this one band we listened to that, like, fell off the face of the earth a while ago. I don't know why I'm staring at this, like just like going up and down like a fucking caveman. But when, like, a band we listened to that fell off the face of the earth in 2020, they came back recently and made an album, like, late last year. And I got a notification on my phone because I had, like, my notifications for their Twitter on just in case they came back. And I'm like, dude, Japan Droids is back in our group chat. He's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe him. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dude. They're back. They're alive. They're making a new album. And he's like, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm like, all right, dude. All right, man. Whatever you say. But, like, they're alive. And, you know, in that moment, he looked both like a stupid, like one stupid, and like the asshole, like in one go. Because he was stupid and the asshole in that scenario. So, like, in the end, I won. But if he had told me, oh, Japan Droids is coming back, or whatever, or, like, what's another band that, like, nobody has heard of, that I listen to? This is a very me conversation. I acknowledge that. This is a very, like, only I would, like, find this vaguely interesting, example, I mean. Not conversation. But, like, fucking, I don't know, if my homie's like, dude, modern baseball's back, and I'm like, oh shit, really? And I look it up, and they're not, and he's all like, yeah, I fucking lied to you. Why'd you believe me? And I'm like, you know, firstly, I don't, given all the times you have lied to me, I don't know why I did believe you, but now, I mean, I'll admit I look stupid, but now you just look like a dickhead, right? So then, in the end, I win anyway. What mod is this? This is a mod pack. If you're asking about, like, the overall mod pack, it's called All the Mods 9 to the Sky. So it's like it's a Skyblock mod pack. This mod in particular that we're using for, like, this shit is immersive engineering. Where you can, like, grow them in little, like, grow plants in, like, steampunk, like, garden pods. But I don't really fuck with immersive engineering that much. I just really wanted to use these specifically, so I did, like, the bare minimum to get everything I needed. Oh, I need more of those, plates. Because we need hella plates for those garden cloches, bro. Cloches. I googled this and I still pronounced it wrong. Fucking garden cloches. They look kolaches. You ever fuck with a kolache? I don't think I've ever had a kolache in my life. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't fully know what a kolache is. Like, kolaches just seem like the, another take on, like, you know how every culture has, like, oh, we reheated leftovers wrapped in, like, some kind of baked good? You know? Like, pierogies, or, like, dumplings, or, like, fucking, like, some other, like bao buns, you know? That's just what kolaches are, but, like, I don't know what culture those things come from. I'm gonna try to keep your stream on while in class. I appreciate you, Bozo. I appreciate you. Good luck out there in those streets with whatever it is you're studying right now. What was I just saying? Me eating a bao right now. See, exactly. That every culture has some shit like that. What the fuck is a kolache? Kolache is sino. I'm gonna butcher that. The white side of me is gonna butcher that. Kolache sinaloense. This seems like Laotian or something. Kolache. This is not what I thought this was. I might have spelled it wrong. But this is a completely different dish. What is it kolach? Oh, kolach. Yes, with a K, not with a C. Okay, so yes, it's a fucking. Oh, it's more of a sweet thing. Oh no, it could be both. Because there's kolaches with like jam and shit stuffed in them, and then there's kolaches with like hot dogs wrapped in them. It was brought to the United States by Czech immigrants. Okay, it's a Czechoslovakia like dish. That's what the Czechs have. That's what the Czechs have is kolaches. I'm in ranked league and you're just yapping at Mach speed. I mentioned this earlier. I'm at like an 80-20 mix right now of like energy to brain power. You know what I mean? I cannot shut up, but I don't have a lot to say today. You know? It's one of those days where my brain hasn't woken up, but my body has, because I'm like all caffeinated and shit. Right? I could go run a 5K right now. I could go punch a hole in a wall like my name is Kyle right now. I could like stop. I could kill a god. I could kill a god right now. Nobody. Who's gonna stop me? Nobody. Nobody, dude. I'm unstoppable. I'm him, literally. I'm literally him. And that's why main character syndrome is in my tags. That's why main character syndrome's in my tags. I'd rather listen to yapping than playing League. Honestly, that's so real. That's so real. Oh no, Blue DM'd me something. Oh, never mind. Blue did not DM me something. I imagined that. I think they sent me something and then deleted it immediately. Why is enriched iron in my... Did I queue the wrong thing? I think I queued the wrong thing. I was trying to make iron ingots. I think I queued autocraft queue. Oh my god, I don't know why I did that. I was trying to make iron ingots and I make enriched fucking iron. I gotta go cancel that. Cancel that order, Uber. I don't want that shit. I want iron ingots, not iron enriched. I need unenriched iron. I need processed iron. Oh, you know what? That's why. Because the like stuff keeps getting put in and out of the system. So like I misclicked, but it was through no fault of my own. It was through no fault of my own, I promise you. Jokes on you, I yap and play League. Listen, you're both horsemen of the apocalypse wrapped into one. You're both of them wrapped into one. I was just talking about this. Who was I talking about this with? Kari. Oh, this picture. Yes. Exactly. Let's see if I could get this into stream. Let's see if I could get this into stream. You think I could, like... I think there's an easier way to do this than the way that I always do this. I think I need to do properties. I feel like an image source that I use like a URL for, so I don't have to download this. Bath introducing me to Index and Tilly. Warning, they yap a lot. They do. They do yap a lot. They do yap a lot. They scare me. I've known Index for too long, and they scare me. How do I add browser source? Is it browser source that I can do this with? Hello? Browser. That's not what I was trying to do. URL. Okay, hold on. This! Yeah, there we go. Okay, we figured it out. This is what Blue sent me. This is exactly how I feel right now. This is what my brain feels like. It's not healthy in the slightest. Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. It's not healthy in the slightest. Ironically, it was in a game of League I was introduced. How did you meet Bath? Where's like the lore there? Where's the lore there? There's definitely an easier way. Is there? Because the way that I like understood it, the easiest way is either, I mean, before I was like a fucking moron. That's a whole story. Oh boy, that's gonna be a story for at some point. I like story time. What was I just saying? The way I used to do it, save image then use image. That's what I used to do. I would download the fucking image and then like set it up. Like that's how I have the tier list here from like last time. Of like I don't remember what this list is for. Oh, just vibes? I think this is this is a list that like King made for like vibes or something. But I downloaded the list and then like made it into an image source on my fucking OBS. But if you make like a browser source thing instead of an image source, you can take the URL. Like if you open the URL in a new tab on Discord, you could take that URL and then hold on, I gotta sneeze. Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, it's gone. Fuck! I hate that shit. But you could copy the link from Discord, like when you right click and hit copy link, and then paste it into your browser source, and that's what I just did. And there might be an easier. I feel like I've heard that you can just drag and drop shit from Google into like OBS without needing, and it just does all that for you. I've never tried that, but like I that might be a third, like, even easier way to do this shit than I don't know. I don't know how much iron do we have, because we need way more of this shit. We need to fill out that room with clochies. We need to fill out them room with kolaches, which I now know is a Czech dish. Yo, I'm cultured. I'm cultured now. I'm so much more cultured than I was 5, 10, 15 minutes ago. What do we got here? Creosote's not full. Plates. Do we have any iron, like, plates just lying around? We do. We can make a few more. Because we need light bulbs, bro. Or no, we have light bulbs. We need this shit. Actually, we need light bulbs, I think. Yeah, we only have 35 more light bulbs. So we're gonna need to make those at some point. But I think for now, we just work with what we have and, like, start growing shit from there. Because we have a lot of, like, spots. As is. We have, like, almost 3 whole rows of these. Like, I think we'll be okay if we just work with that. And we'll do some, like, weird magic, like, mystical agriculture shit. Frankly, we could reset up the plants that we were growing and just grow more of these. But I don't think we need more than 100,000 broccoli. You know, I'm not really... Can't you literally just copy the image and paste it on OBS? That's, like, sort of what I did. It's just, I copied the link for the image and pasted that into OBS. I don't know how you'd copy and paste the image into OBS. I really don't know how you would do that. I mean, I could try that. I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, break my shit, though. Like, the second I do that, like everything's gonna explode, you know? We're kind of, like, this whole operation is, like, tied together with duct tape and broken dreams. So, like, I'm worried that the second that I, like, Control V into OBS, like, my shit explodes. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about, like my streamer bot code. Like, everything there is held together with duct tape, man. That headlines thing that, like, was right down there, that headline thing, that's held together by duct tape. Actually, it's held together by slightly stronger duct tape. It used to be held together with, like Scotch tape. This shit used to be so fucking flimsy. And then I, like, made it way better and way more stable. It's still not great. But, like, it's way better off than it used to be. Jesus Christ. I used to have to, like, like, every time I wanted to add a new headline, I had to manually time how long it would take to go from the right to the left and add that in as, like, a number. so that it would, like, function properly. Now I have it set to do the math by itself. Now the math does itself, like depending how long the headline is, I basically just plugged in some math equation. So now it does all that shit by itself. I just have to, like, copy and paste the code and then have it, like, you know, do the thing. I just have to do that, and then it's all good. What else do I have in my notes for today? I had some other shit written in my notes. Not that. Oh, I had a thought. I had a weird thought today. You know, in spy movies, not that I'm very, like, I know this is a great, I know that's a great way to fucking open up, right? You know, how about them spy movies? I don't watch a whole lot of, like, spy movies, but why is it in every spy movie, right? This beat goes hard. It kind of does. Especially if we speed it up. Because I have, like, time in a bottle, right? We could speed that bitch up. Then it goes like dun 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 dun. You could like set a rate. Wait, that's a great idea. I'm gonna become, this is like my DJ awakening, right? Where I become a DJ for, like, raves and shit, and I make beats from Minecraft sounds. That'd go hard, actually. That would genuinely go so fucking hard. What was I saying? Okay, in spy movies, when, like, the person of importance, like some, like, big, like, government operative or whatever, he gets into his car. And he, like, turns on the ignition, and then a guy that's been hiding in the back seat, like, puts a gun up to the back of his head, right? And is like, hey, you're gonna take me to blah 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 blah, or, like, I'm gonna take you hostage because you're, like, an important government operative with, like, secrets that I need or whatever, right? How the fuck did he not see that guy sitting in the back of the car that whole time? Was he just, like, hiding under a blanket? Like, I'd expect if you walked into your car, especially if it's in, like, it's always in, like, a parking garage or something, right? It's always in like a parking garage or like outside in the middle of the day, right? You should be able to see that. You should be able to see just some random fucking spy, like government operative, just sitting in your back seat, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I mean, I know I am crazy. My brain is starting to wake up a little bit, though, so I'm starting to make a little more sense. Like, now, instead of being like an 80-20 split between energy and brain power, it's more like a 70-30. Like, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. What was I just about to do? Oh, I need to make more of these cloches. I need to make more kolaches. Oh, we're out of fucking planks again. It always comes back to those. It always comes back to the plank. We need more planks, I think. I think we're, like, out. Oh, no, we have, like, 2 hundo. We could maybe get away with, like, 1 more set of planks before we have to, make more. Or go get more, like, fucking... whatchamacallit? What was I just about to say? Oak trees. Oak. Or, frankly, we could do other trees, too. Like, the sky's the limit, man. You know how many saplings we got? I was sieving, like, hella moss earlier, and they gave me, like, all the saplings in the world. I could get whatever I want. I have the power of, like tree Jesus in my hands, dude. I think anything's possible. We're, like, in, like, late stage, not really capitalism. Well, kind of capitalism. Because, you know, there's a guy out here that just sells me shit from nothing. Like, I right-click, and he goes, how many saplings you got? Homie, that's all of them. That's every last one. That's all the saplings. Every last one. I could grow dragon fruits. I could grow dates. I could grow fucking figs and cherries and oranges and, you know, other cherries. These are 2 different things. Somehow. Wait, where'd the cherry tree? Oh, yeah, these are 2 different cherry saplings. 2 different things. 2 different vibes. Right? But I'm gonna be real with you. You say so much dumb shit, you gotta start pumping out TikToks. I've been doing, like, YouTube shorts. And I've been meaning to make a TikTok. Just so I could put, like, the shorts that I've been doing and just dump them on a TikTok with no effort. Or no added effort, at least. Because I've been, like, turning a lot of, like, the bits and the conversation topics I've been, like, just pumping out into short form. But I feel like I found, like, my space. Like, originally, for a long time, TikTok is better. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's better for, like growing and, like, out, like... Just getting your shit everywhere is really better. Instagram Reels, that was also on my list. That was also on my list, was to pump out some Instagram Reels. But, fucking, what was I saying? For a long time, I was like, short form is, well, really, even for a longer time, you know, throughout high school, it's like, TikTok sucks. I'm not really a big fan of TikTok. I'm not a short form guy. I'm gonna catch ADHD or some shit, even though I know that's not how it works. That was just, like, my mindset, right? I wasn't really a big fan of it. And then I shifted, like, post-COVID. I was like, you know, short form... It's not really my thing. I can't see myself making short form. You know, I'm more of a long form guy. But now I've, like, kind of completely 180'd. And I'm like, you know, I kind of get it now. I kind of get it. I feel like I could see myself doing more short form stuff. At least in the sense that, like, it's really easy and really satisfying to be, like, put together, as much as it is low effort, right? That was kind of why I was, like, scoffing at it originally. I was like, no. Yeah, I'm saying that's how I used to be. Hold on, let me finish the fucking story. God damn. But as much as it is, like, kind of low effort, like, I kind of see the vision. Is like, I used to, like, when I thought I was better than everybody, I would, like, scoff at it. Like, I'm not, I put more actual effort into my stuff. Blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you know, it's kind of nice to, like, start and end a project in, like, a day, you know, in an afternoon, to, like, open up, like, my editing software, make a short. I was saying no to Insta. What's wrong with Insta? Instagram Reels is hilarious. I don't use it personally, but, like, every time my friend opens up Instagram Reels, there's, like, some car crash video or some other shit on it. It's hilarious. You know, I may as well. And at least give me an excuse to use Instagram Reels. Because honestly, that's where the shit that I want to see is at. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen some terrible, horrible things on Instagram Reels. One time, Blue, there's one time, the day that, like, the first time I ever met Brain, we went to this Thai place. I feel like for VTubers, it isn't as good. I guess that's fair. I could see that. But, I mean, it's also, like, if I'm gonna download Instagram and, like, use it personally, like, I may as well upload, like, my stuff that I'm already making to Reels. You know what I mean? Like, it's more like I feel like it can't hurt. But what was I saying? The day that I met Brain, the first time I ever hung out with him, like IRL, we went to some like the spot, because I have a spot like that I gatekeep. I gatekeep this one Thai place that I tell nobody about because I don't want anybody ruining it. Right? Instagram users are racist as hell. Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess, yeah, that is kind of true. I don't know. I'll have to think about it because you make a fair point. I don't know that I want to attract that kind of people. I'll think about it. But we were at that Thai place and we were just talking about how Instagram Reels has like the most unhinged bullshit you would ever find. And he opens up Reels and he finds a video of a plane crashing into the runway. And it's horrible. But we were laughing about it and we're like, man, we are terrible people, dude. We can't be laughing at this shit. We can't be laughing at this shit, but like our brains have been completely fried by like live leak and shit. We are terrible people. But like, my god, dude. I'm never gonna live that down. I'm never gonna live that down. It was hilarious, but it was like I felt like shit for finding it hilarious. But it was hilarious. I think it's more like the absurdity of the fact that we find it so funny is what I find funny about it, more so than the actual plane crash, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'm just like not a great person. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe I have to live with the fact that I'm not a great person. In that regard, at least. You know what I mean? I don't know. I concern myself sometimes. Insta just casually allows videos of people dying. Yeah. There's like a limit to like what I like find funny. Like I can't watch like actual like that kind of level of shit. You know what I mean? But there's like a light level of like, man, that was terrible, but it was kind of funny because it was terrible, you know? But then there's like a real bad level of like the worst. You ever went to high school with like that guy that would just like he always thought like the worst like shitty like people dying videos was like hilarious to him. I was never on that level, you know? I was never that bad. Like I remember like I knew a guy like that who just showed us like the worst shit you could ever possibly imagine, because for some reason Live Leak was not banned on our school's network, you know? And he would just he like pulled up like some real bad shit. I'm like, that was fucked up. I don't know why you showed that to me. Like, I was never on that level. You know, I was never that edgy. But, like, there's, like, a light level. Like, I'm like, diet level, like... diet level, like, watching, like, some, like, sort of fucked up shit. Like, a plane crashing into a runway is funny to me. But, like, a guy dying, like, in a horrible, terrible way is not. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that, like... I don't know if... I feel like it just makes me feel better. I feel like I'm just, like, justifying this to myself more than anything. I remember a kid in high school was just watching car crashes casually in class once. Yeah. I could, I don't know. I derive some enjoyment from car crash videos. I will not lie to you. Because I think it's more because, you know what it is? It's because I don't see the person inside the car getting injured. I think it's more I'm laughing at it's kind of like, you know, you ever know how like people in like rural like deep South America are obsessed with like fucking destruction derbies. I think it's just funny to see a car like crash in an absurd way, and then I just don't think about the fact that there's a person in there. I don't maybe I acknowledge I'm gonna sound like Northern Lion here, right? I'm gonna get some -2s, you know, controversial opinion, fucking. But I don't know, car crash videos are kind of funny. That's like my limit, though. Like anything above that, it's all fun and games until a motorcycle. Yeah, motorcycles are a little worse. Because there's an actual dude like getting injured there. I know there's actual people getting injured in car crash videos, but I can like turn my brain off and not think about that too hard when it's a car. When it's a motorcycle, it's pretty fucking obvious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's harder for me to, like, find that amusing, I guess. It's harder for me to find that, like genuinely, like, okay or amusing. I need a lot more than 64 of these. I need, like, 2 hundo, bro. Make me, like, 2 hundo of those. I need to be hooking up water, like, everywhere. I need to somehow find a way to hook up water. How am I gonna route these pipes, dude? Actually, no, this isn't gonna be that hard. Because we just need... We need power going into these on the bottom layer. We also need water going into these. How are we going to make this work? I know how we're going to make this work. We need more of those ultimate... No, not logistical. We need universal cables. Universal cables. We need more of those universal cables, too. Make me like 200 of those. Go autocraft me some bullshit, homie. We need... to hook this up. I feel like I could have maybe hooked this up in a less obnoxious way. Maybe. Or no. The source of this isn't really the problem. I don't think so, at least. I think this would count? That does not count. Okay. So it really does need to be on the side. It does need to be on the side. And then what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna route water. Is what we're gonna do here. Here's like a general power cable running along the bottom, powering these things, and then water is gonna come around the top side, sort of, somehow. I don't know how, but we're gonna make it work, like this, right? Water's gonna come this way. Fuck, how is this gonna work? Or no, it's gonna work. See, we got the cable here. The cable's because the cable can. Oh fuck! Wait. Oh no! It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out, man. I really am white. I went to see monster trucks at an arena. Was this when you went to America? Or was this something entirely different? Was this an entirely different like scenario that we're talking about here? Because maybe I'm just like Canada prejudiced, but I feel like that's something you don't see a lot in Canada. No, it was in Canada? Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Canada's just on some shit that I'm not on, apparently. Canada's just on some shit that I'm not on. I figured y'all were like not on motherfucker. Not on that I love Gravedigger. I know Gravedigger, bitch. Everyone knows Gravedigger. Look up Gravedigger. I know who that is. I know him personally. We went to high school together. But fucking... What was I saying? When I went to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, there was a fucking... Blue, you're Canadian? No, okay, bar. Listen, don't okay me. That's like saying, man, do you know who Obama is? Motherfucker, I live here. Of course I know who Obama is. Bitches be obsessed with that guy when I was a kid, when he got elected. It's like, oh my god, the first black president. Yeah, I know who that is. He's everywhere. But fucking when I went to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, there was this little game you could play. It was hardly a game because it was like I don't think there was a way to lose. You would just hit a button and Gravedigger would like it was a physical, it wasn't a digital thing. It was like a physical, like machine. Where like a little like toy like Gravedigger would like pull up and like smash a little plastic car and then go back to where he was. You know what I mean? So I know about Gravedigger. Bar, you're like 12. I didn't know you knew him like that. I did know him like that. Me and him were homies. Not really. I wasn't like. It was more like I knew of Gravedigger. I knew of Gravedigger because like monster truck culture was way bigger at that time. You know what I'm saying? God, this is gonna be a fucking mess of pipes, dude. I'm looking at this shit, and I'm like, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck to wire up. Jesus Christ. How many of those universal cables we got? I think we already got them all, no? Oh, yeah, there they are. I did go to a lot of demolition derbies. Okay, I never did. So you were more homies with Gravedigger than I was. Because again, I just knew of him. I knew of his game, just because his name was like everywhere when I was growing up. You gotta remember, Blue. This is something that like, not to say that you're a millennial, because I think you're like legally Gen Z, and you're like you're more culturally Gen Z than not. But that's some shit that like millennials will say a lot. Is like, oh, fucking Gen Z will never understand like Rocco's Modern Life or like some other fucking cartoons that we grew up with that they don't. It's like, bitch, we were watching the reruns of that shit. You know? We were watching the reruns of that, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to break this to you. But like, I was there. I was there too. I was there for way more than you think I was. You know what I mean? I think, actually, I know how to solve this problem. Trying to wire shit. I don't know why I'm not like shrunk down like a little man. Because wiring shit is way easier when you're shrunk down like a little man. Wait, why is this fucked up? Can't open while shrunk. I'm not shrunk. Okay, we gotta set it to that. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. So we need to get like in between the wires and shit so that we can like wire them properly, because this is starting to get real bad to like navigate. Ish. Oh, I gotta go all the way out here? God damn. This is gonna be worse to manage once I, like, actually, like, have more shit to connect up. I feel like there was an easier way to do this that I just refused to do. Fucking, my dad is the whitest, so, and he wanted a son? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. This mod looks like I could hyperfixate for 2 weeks? Dude. If you're into, like, weird technology shit, yeah, this is your mod pack. Actually, this has, like, everything. This has, like, magic shit, too. It's called All the Mods for a reason. There's, like, magic shit. There's occultism. I had to do some occultism at some point. I did, like, a little bit of Ars Nouveau. Not really. Really just enough to make this, like, floating island. I had to use magic to summon that. That was kind of sick, though. It was a whole, like, thing. This is a very hyperfixate type of mod pack, though. That's why I, like, kind of, this is like my decompression stream, right? This is like my Sunday. I just want to like chill and focus on building machines type of pack. Oh shit, sick mod pack though. Gotta say. Are we even like halfway done? Oh, we're more than halfway done. Okay, at least with the energy cables. I love the stupid cogs one. I forget the name. Oh, create. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. It's Monday. Go to bed! What the fuck are you doing? Seeing this makes me want to end my modded MC break. I think you should, homie. Also, welcome in, Vox. Welcome in. This is a very good excuse to end your modded Minecraft break. Go start a new 3-week hyperfixation on a new pack. Because this shit's awesome. Modded Minecraft is like my favorite mod, my favorite game, really. I think it's my favorite game of all time. Not that it's like, I mean, it is a game, but it's not like... Oh, shit. I gotta reconfigure these pipes, dude. Look at this shit. I gotta reconfigure them. Oh, I fucked up. I don't know what I did. Oh, no, I know what I did. I fucked up the color. I thought I, like, somehow connected this to the water cable. And I was like, oh, that's bad. It wouldn't make any sense, because this isn't a water cable, but, like... Fucking, you know, I got collabs soon that I planned. Oh, man. You will take a little nap. And by nap, I don't mean, like, 3 hours. I mean, like, now. ADM Sky seems really good. It is a really fun one. They just released ADM 10 Sky, actually. And I was like, maybe I'll play that another time. Maybe in, like, 7 years when I finish another mod pack. Because I want to be done with this. I want to complete this one. And then there's like a couple other ones that I'm thinking of starting. I'm going to do that. And then maybe we'll come back to ADM 10. Although by then, maybe ADM like 11 or 12 will have a Sky variant too. Or maybe we'll just do ADM 10 or 11 like default. I don't know. But I'm playing this shit to completion. So we're going to be here for like eons, I think. When was the first... I've been playing... When was the first stream that I did this on? I need to look this up. Let's go to my VOD folder. Stream assets, VODs. ADM, blah, 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 blah. April Fools. Nope, we need to go further. No Time, Hollow Knight, Jump King, Emerald, the Nope. Fuck, did we? Was it? It was not this far back. Where's all the Minecraft April Fools? Minecraft April Fools. I swear there were VODs that were earlier than this. It says April 18th was the first time I played this. I swear it was earlier. I don't know why, but I thought it was like January that I started doing this. It says April 18th. I keep getting ads for magic cards like Spider-Man. I kept being like, I should send this to Bar. I'm assuming you knew it was a thing. Oh, hell yeah, I knew it was a thing. I bought a whole box of boosters. I bought a whole box of boosters like I did with the Final Fantasy pack, or Final Fantasy set, and I opened them. And I mean, as a Magic nerd, I will tell you that it's not a great set, like, from a Magic perspective, and I know a lot of people aren't happy, because it's like, there's a big controversy in, like, Magic right now, because they've been doing like hella crossover sets and people are not happy. Because some of them are for like, oh, it doesn't fit the Magic the Gathering vibe, and I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about that, but I can see the argument for like, there's just too much of it. Like, I don't remember what happened last year. I don't remember what like how much of it there was last year, or like, not last year, this year technically, but we're at the end of the year, so like, I just started following it like recently. But they announced, just as an example, you know what, let me go find a picture. And then they announced an example for the new sets, right? MTG 2026 release schedule. They announced like all the sets that are coming out this year. That's last year. Okay, actually that's a good example. Last year only had, or I keep saying last year, that's this year. This past year we had three crossover sets out of the 6 total. So that's half of everything. Keep in mind, that's half of everything, which is already a lot. Open link a new tab. Let's see if this works. I don't think it will. I think I have to, here's what I have to do. If I do this, is this gonna work? You've dragged a URL in the OBS. Yeah, sure. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Okay, I think we have to do this the hard way. But, oh, motherfucker. Well, this song is fire. Hold on. I forgot about this track. Turn that up a little, because the rain is drowning it out. Where did I put this? Okay, save image as whatever the fuck. Your assets? No, we need to put it in here. That. Okay. I once made League MTG cards for a friend. Yeah, proxies are like a big thing. I think the lighting in my room right now is fucking up my tracking. Let me fix that real quick. Ugh. Because there's like, there's a blind spot. There's a blind spot in my blinds. So there's like a little like thin, like the light was in my face when I like moved my face in a very particular way. The tracking looks a lot better now though. But yeah, proxying like custom cards like that is kind of a popular thing that people like to do. Did you make bets today? Bets on who? Also, hi Mia. We were just talking about like Magic fucking release schedule. Hold on. Properties. I think if I do this. There we go. Okay. This is the release schedule. That's way too big for this year in Magic, right? So Universes Beyond is like their crossover shit, right? So there's an in-universe set in January. Then there's Universes Beyond, another in-universe. That's a crossover. That's Hobbit's a crossover. Star Trek's a crossover. That's 4 out of the 7 sets in 2026 are crossover sets. So some people are not happy that like there's just too much of it, and it's very like we live in capitalist hell. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it feels, right? Fortnite has irreparably ruined buying really everything. Fortnite has ruined enjoying a property, because now your property is going to be fucking shilled out to places and sold for profit. You know, we can't enjoy anything anymore. We live in hell. But yeah, that was supposed to be just like a quick recap or like a quick talking point. But then I spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to drag a thing into OBS. How are we gonna get water over here? Also, is an important question, because there has to be water. Actually, no, getting water over here is not gonna be that hard. I don't know why I'm like bitching and moaning right now. Yep. Ah, shit. Do I have to shrink down again? Somehow got trapped. There we go. Oops, wrong chat. Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah, I had a joke I was gonna tell you today, and I forgot what it was. So let's pretend like I said that, right? Let's pretend like I came up with something really funny. And you were like, oh shit. That was a good one. Thank you, Bar. That was really funny, alright? This looks like such ass, dude. So many different cables running in so many different ways. If I was like the IT guy, or not the IT guy, because he doesn't handle like wires really. Well, I guess he does. But like, there's a fucking... You ever seen those pictures? I guess no. Yeah, IT guys handle wires, because that reminds me of a picture of like just started a new job, or no, it was like this is what the IT like server room for a hospital looks like, and there's just wires everywhere. Everywhere there's cables, like nothing is labeled, nothing is organized. It's just a fucking spiderweb mess of cables and wires and shit. And that's what this looks like. This looks like that room. This looks like that room. Everything, all these things are like hooked up to life support, and it's wicked, stupid, and complicated. But it's compact. It's compact, and that's good. Actually, we might be able to even. Do I have any more of those logisticals? I do, because we're gonna try and make this look a little symmetrical, at least, by just dragging it up one. Right? Does that make a little more sense? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Sort of. Kind of. Gamble and unplug things. That's kind of how you have to do it, right? That's kind of how you have to do it. You kind of have to, like, take a guess on where these cables are leading. And, like, just call it a fucking day. You stink? Bro, I don't. Because I showered. Like, today. Like, earlier today. I, like, did some light exercise, and then I took a shower, and now here we are. Kinda. And then I ate food. And then now here we are. Right? Like, that's what... Why do I have glowing hell shells in my back pocket? Why do I have all of these hell shells in my back pocket? Oh, you know, it's because I was setting up the fucking... The enchanting setup. I was moving that. Well, we're gonna put these away. Because I don't need them right now. And we're gonna start growing some shit. Because we got the bare minimum for what we need here. We got the bare minimum of a shit ton of garden clochies. Right? We need it. What I really want to try doing is growing experience. But making a new experience seed is a pain in the ass. And I want, like, this whole row to be experience seeds. So maybe I do that on my own time. Maybe I don't. I'll at least try and make 1 or 2. Because what you need is... something, right? Experience seed. We need, in that setup that I have outside, in this setup out here, right? We need 4 Imperium, which we have plenty of, trust me. 4 experience capsules that are full. And to make an experience capsule, this isn't too hard, but the thing is I can't just fill it. I can't just like reverse inject the experience out of my bloodstream that I have. I have to, like, get experience from, like, somewhere else. You know? Experience capsule. I have to get XP from somewhere else. And, like, make that... God damn it, we need more iron, dude. We're always low on iron. Make me, like, 2 hundo of that. We need to get experience, like, somewhere else. From the outside world. And not from our bloodstream. You know what I just noticed, Mia? You... have the sub badge because Index gave you a sub, but you don't have like the founder badge. So I guess we ran out of founder badges because that's like what, the first 10 people? I think first 10 people to give you a sub get a founder badge. So who has them all? I feel like I need to make like a concrete list of this, right? Just for like historical preservation. Here, I'll write this down. Actually, let's open Paint. Because we get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could probably space these out better. 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for whatever that was. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Blue has one because I'm looking at it right now. Blue has one. I know Index has one. Who else has one? Fucking shit. You do? Yeah, you have a founder badge. You were one of the first people to give me a sub. But shit. Who else has one? Balloon Index have one. I think Fire has one. I know Fire has one. Almost for a fact. So that's 3. The first next to you, I don't see it. I see it. I don't know how, but I see it. Shit. I want to say that Tilly might have one, but I don't know that for a fact. Is there a way for me to, like, is there a command I can input and then it'll tell me like how many of my things are firsts? Can I see a list of founders? Yes, visit subscription analytics. Okay. So I didn't need to do any of this shit. Okay, founder. Tilly does have one. Tilly has one. Doge has one. I forgot about Doge. He pops in every now and again. Kyle has one. Fucking... Oh, my homie Lewis. He has one. Gonzo has one? Really? Gonzo's a founder? What the fuck? 8 of 10 available slots occupied. So we didn't use all 10 of them. So why does Mia not have a founder badge? Or maybe she does and she's not using it. Maybe that's what's happening. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, so maybe you do have a founder badge and then the VIP badge maybe just takes precedence. I don't know. So I guess by that proxy, maybe Gifted doesn't count. Maybe... No, Gifted should count, because why? Then Tilly has one. I blacked out. What are we talking about? We're talking about all the founder badges. Because when you first get, like, Twitch, the ability to buy, like, get subs on your channel, like, the first 10 people to own subs will get founder badges. And I'm like, why does Mia not have one, even though she's subbed? But, like, she's not on my founders list. You might be onto something in the sense that, like, maybe Gifted doesn't count. But I thought that Tilly had a founder badge, despite the fact that he got it gifted to him. Maybe because he's renewed it since. So maybe that's why he got the badge. He's renewed it since then. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. That's a curious curiosity. It is indeed. I don't know why I pulled that out of my inventory. We're just gonna make like a ton of these. Just make a ton of these. Oh yeah, we need Solium, which we have a ton of. And we want soul infused glass, I think. Yeah, soul glass. Oh, we're out of Solium? Shit, how do you make that? How do you make Solium? I don't remember how to make Solium. It's smooth soulstone, which is soulstone, which is cobbled. Oh, right. We need soulstone. Oh, we have soulstone. We have a bunch of soulstone. Okay. Go cook that shit. Because you need to, like, generate soulstone. It's really weird. Like, you can't just make soulstone. You gotta, like, generate that shit. I'm not gonna lie, my water bottle's blocking your models, so to me, you're just a bottle VTuber. Honestly, that sounds like a great idea for a new model. I'm gonna win the... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna win the lottery. I'm gonna win the lottery. Right? Because it's just that easy. Yeah, there's the smooth soulstone. I'm gonna win the lottery. Which statistically is unlikely. I'm gonna use that money to get A, new model. I've been meaning to redesign my shit. And B, the bottle like joke model. Right? Barluin, yes. We're gonna get a bottle joke model. Alright, did I do this right? Yeah, soul dust. Okay, we got like a shit ton of that now. No problem, my friend. No problem. Make like 2 stacks of that. Because I need a lot of that. Then it's like this, 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 this. Shit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just make like a ton of those. How much experience seeds do we have right now? Or how much experience can we make out of this? How many of these can we fill is really the important question. Using our, like, shitty, like, hedged together contraption that we have down in the basement here. If we just turn all this into XP and make it go a little faster for time. How many of these can we fill with what we have? Because if we could fill at least 4, that'll, like, exponentially make the whole process a lot faster. Okay, we're not filling shit. We're not filling even 1. I'm about to play games for my boyfriend? Or with him? Because I feel like the wording there is a little important. I'll be lurking. Either way. Okay, appreciate it. Fucking, we didn't even fill 1, dude. That's fucked up. Actually, you know what we could do? Because we can kind of take XP from our own blood and fill these. It's just gonna suck a little bit. Because we can use this experience rod I made to just dump all the XP we have into this tank. And use it to fill some. Because we don't really need to be at level 70 right now. Really, level 70 is kind of the max that we need to get to for, like, enchanting stuff right now. Until we get all the way down to, like, you know, the max level, like, bookshelf setup, wherever that is. I think it's, yeah, down here. We're only at, like, this level. But in order to, like, get to the best enchanting setup in the game, we need to kill the warden a couple times. And summoning the warden is a bit scary. I don't know that I want to do that. Sick beat? Are you talking about the XP beat or the beat that's going through my Spotify? Because this is kind of a sick track. I forget the guy, the name. The guy of the name. Yes, I forget the guy of the name. The Fear of Dark. He does a lot of shit like that. The XP beat, honestly, I agree with that also. The XP beat is kind of fire. I'm telling you, there's got to be a DJ out there that just uses, like, Minecraft sound effects in his beats, right? I'm sure, not Kari, but because Kari's also a little new to the, like, rave scene. Someone tell King to make a mix with just MC set. Dude, wait! I'm gonna DM him right now. 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 Where the fuck is he? Blue and I just had the idea to tell you that your next beat should be exclusively with Minecraft sound effects. And we'll see what he does with that. But, what was I saying? I was gonna say, there's probably a guy already out there that uses a lot of Minecraft sound effects in his beats. And I was thinking, like, Kari probably wouldn't know, even though she's in, like, the VR chat rave scene a bit. I think she's kind of new to it. But one of her friends, her name's Rice. Rice is a sweetheart. I like Rice. She's cool. She might know somebody. I'd have to ask her about that. Potentially. Alright, we filled a lot of these capsules, so let's put this shit away. We need, it's 4 Imperium, right? So, I don't think we have any Imperium. We do have 3 Imperium lying around, but that's not a bad thing. Because we have Supremium lying around. Boom, 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 boom. And then we just do... Oh, shit, I don't have the seed. We need to make a seed, right? I think it's a... Prosperity seed, because we're, like, infusing seeds, right? Prosperity seed base. Like a couple of those. Put one in there, hit the button. Magic! That pop is tickling my ears in a good way. You seem like you're really into, like, Minecraft, like, ASMR. Oh, and then we need, well, let's make another one. Just for hits and shiggles, right? That sounds dangerously close to a slur, actually. I'm not gonna say that again. It was supposed to be a play on shits and giggles, but, like, I reversed the letters, but it sounded really bad, so we're just not gonna say that again. We need... How much Insanium do we have? 82? Okay, this is the next tier up. We're gonna make a couple of those. How do we make farmland out of this? Oh, that's simple. 1, 2, 3. Because we need to put the farmland in there to do the thing. To do that thing, you know? My mom loves Tylenol, you know? That sounds like, you scare me. Or no, you don't scare me. But there was I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, I'll be honest with you. You're not going any higher on the scared tier list. I've been talking about that a lot lately. Like I met a couple random people like last week, or not last week, like 2 nights ago when we were doing like VR chat like Saturday stuff, like some of Kazu's friends, and like my immediate reaction, I don't remember if it was me that brought it up. I hope it wasn't me that brought it up. Oh, this shit doesn't have water. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. We need more of those mechanical pipes. I hope it wasn't me that brought it up first. But like my immediate reaction at some point was just to say like, oh yeah, you're like an S tier on the list. And then I have to explain the women I'm afraid of tier list. This is what happens when you drink too much, and then you like the next day you have to think about like every social faux pas that you made that last night, and you're like, man, that was embarrassing. That was me like a couple like the next morning. Like, man, why was I talking about the tier list so much, man? What's wrong with me? I don't know. All right, we're growing more experience. So that's all gonna like compound on itself, right? Because we're gonna use this experience to make more experience seeds. And then blah, 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 blah. I hate that I'm so low. You're never going to be any higher than D. I am not afraid of you. You don't scare me. King didn't say anything. King did not say anything yet. Alright, what else can we do? Because, okay, I want to do more mystical agriculture shit, but not XP, because the XP shit sucks. A little bit. Everyone says I'm like a chihuahua. A little bit. I don't know that you even have the bark, though. Because chihuahuas are all bark, no bite. I don't know that you even have the bark. I think you're just, like, a poser. I think you just want to be scary, but you're not. I think you just want to be scary, but you're not. Not Inferium. Fucking mystical. You just gotta, like, live with it. Did you see the new episode of Smiling Friends? I feel like you're that guy, right? You should go. Firstly, you should go watch the new episode of Smiling Friends. But secondly, that guy, his name's like Silly Sam, and they're trying to help Silly Sam. This is how he talked to me the day before my birthday. Yeah, I don't know what you want from me, man. His name is Silly Sam, and his whole thing is like, I'm silly, and no one takes me seriously because I'm too silly. And the Smiling Friends are like, I think you just need to embrace your silliness, dude. Like, I feel like it would just be better for you. Like, you're trying to be someone you're not, you know? You're trying to be scary even though you're not scary. You just gotta like embrace the fact you're not scary. That is me. See? You see what I mean? You see, I'm right. I'm fucking right. Oh my god, we need to look for... What are some low tier seeds we can make? Like, tier magical? How the fuck do we get magical? Oh, we need unobtainium. Oh, insanium. Insanium is tier magical. Okay, that's like the high tier. We need shit that's in like tier 1 or 2. I'm thinking like wood seeds, so that we never have to do trees ever again. Wood essence. You know what we could do with wood essence? Oak sapling, jungle sapling, warped stems and logs, and like pretty much all the vanilla trees. All the vanilla tree shit. We do need nature essence if we want saplings though, but like nature essence is also not that hard. Nature agglomeratio. We have all of these things, I think. Do we have pumpkins? We have pumpkin seeds. I don't know. We'll ponder over that in a second. I need to excuse me, Jesus. I need to take a piss real quick. So I'll be right back in a little bit. There's my wall. Okay. I'll be right back. Give me like 2-3 minutes and I'll be right back and we'll start making some weird magic seeds. Alright, I'm alive. Fucking Jesus fucking Christ, that was so loud. Was it? How loud is it? The problem that I set that up so in such a stupid I set up the sound effect for the wall in such a stupid way that I can't hear it. It goes through stream, but I can't hear it. That's the only sound effect that I have set up that I can't hear. So maybe it's been that loud this whole time. I've been really meaning to fix that. More so the I can't hear it part than the loud part, but maybe I'll fix the loud part in the process. I don't know. We need wood, and inferium, and prosperity seeds. Let's just make a bunch of those fucking prosperity seeds, because we're doing like wood tree magic, or just tree magic in general, or not wood. We're doing seed magic. That's the word I'm looking for. We're doing like magic seeds. That sounds really weird and bad. Don't quote me on seed magic. We need inferium. Which, do you know how much inferium we have? 78,000. And this was after I compressed a ton of it into that insanium stuff. Or why did I just do that? We need logs, which we do have some. We do have some logs. And then we need, that's it. Bow, 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 bow. Boom, 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 boom. And then one of these, magic button. Did it work? She lives. We got wood. We're growing wood now. We're growing trees, but like magically, like not in a cool, not in like the cool tree way. We're doing like, oh no, I don't know why I'm doing that. We're doing like trees, but like in a magical sense, right? We're doing trees, but like cooler. Like I don't have like a whole tree farm set up. I have like the cool wood farm set up with magic seeds and shit. All right. That'll be this row, because I want to make this whole row experience, because we need to generate a lot of experience. So we're gonna set you here. This is gonna be like tier 1 seeds. Actually, what other tier 1 seeds are there? Right? There's stone seeds. We don't need those, because we're growing a lot of stone stuff. Viridium, music disc. Oh shit, we might want to grow this. Because then we can make, like, gravel and blackstone. Actually, this might be kind of fire. Ochrum, stone, and... See, I was like, we're generating stone. Like, we don't need this. But we can use this to make music discs. And like, all this other, like, fancy stone. So this might be the play. And pointed dripstone? Tough, calcite, flint, if we really needed that. I don't think we really do. Dripstone, azurine. Like, okay, we're growing stone. We're doing some stone. It's a bit redundant, given how we can generate most of this shit ourselves. But like, you know, I'll take it. It couldn't hurt to have a backup supply. You know what I mean? There's a backup means of making stuff, like redundant systems, right? If one system shuts down, I at least have another system making me some stone. You know what I mean? Especially since I can make music discs with it. So I think that's really the important part. You know, being able to collect music discs is kind of fire. Even though I think I'd get them VOD muted if I tried to play them. But you know, it's more about the principle of the situation than it is about the, what else do we have? Dirt, wood, ice, and deep slate. Does dirt make anything useful? I kind of doubt it. Gravel, sand, podzol. Okay, it does make some... Oh, mushrooms! Okay, hold on. Clay also? Yeah, we're growing dirt. I thought this is the dude from Weapons. I've never seen Weapons, but that is kind of funny. I've never seen Weapons. I just heard that the guy that directed Weapons was on Whitest Kids You Know. And the guy who made Whitest Kids You Know died, like, a few years ago. And so, like, the what's his face, like, got the inspiration to make Weapons from his death. He was like, it was such like an impactful event in his life that he was like, I'm gonna make this movie, right? And that's how we got Weapons. Why are you not growing? Where did I set you? Oh, you're right here. Okay, never mind. I was misaligned there. I was led astray. Deeply led astray. I'd laugh if I knew the reference. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who we're talking about or what or why, but or I do know who I know what we're talking about. I don't know who we're talking about. If that makes any sense. I need dirt. Which we have in droves. But I kind of, again, we can use dirt essence for more than just dirt, so it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It don't matter. Hello, Bar. Hi, Fire. We were just talking about you recently, actually, because I was talking about the people that have the founder badge. I was like, why does Mia not have a founder badge, but other people do? I was like, are there enough? Are there 10 founders already? Did we hit that point? And we didn't. But I don't know why she doesn't have the badge. It was more a curiosity thing than anything. We should probably just do wood. We already have wood. We're not doing Inferium. If there's anything we definitely don't need, it's Inferium seeds, because we're generating that shit elsewhere. If she got a gifted sub, she won't get it. That's what we thought was that was like the final whatchamacallit, the final conclusion. That's what we figured what was the case, was that she got a gift, because she did get a gifted to her. So we were like, well, if she got a gifted, that's probably why. Oh, you make snow with this, and packed ice, and basalt for some reason, and ice, and that's it. But, I mean, snow is useful. Deep slate, is there anything useful we could do with deep slate? Besides the obvious, oh, a music disc? Okay, we need to grow deep slate essence then. We have no choice. Okay, so how many of these do we need? We're doing dirt, we're doing ice, and we're doing deep slate, so we need one more. Let's go put this bitch away. Actually, let's just make all the seeds first. While we're if that's why. Okay, yeah, I figured as much. Let's just make all the seeds first. Ice is obvious. We have a lot of ice, luckily. And we need Inferium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, just 8, because we're only making 2 more. Or at least 2 more of the tier 1s. We're only making 2 more of the tier 1s. Magic Man. And I've been watching more Adventure Time lately. Because I had to, I mean, new Smiling Friends dropped, so I'm like, well, I have to pay for HBO Max now. Again. Because I have to watch the new Smiling Friends. So I was using that as an excuse to... Oh, it has to be Deep Slate? Fuck you, dude. I was using that as an excuse to, you know, just pick up some more Adventure Time. Smelt this bitch down. Okay. We need... Why did I put the Inferium? Oh, I didn't put the Inferium away. I think I just dumped it in the, Put it here. Oh, I didn't. No, I did. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I forgot the seed. There we go. I was like, oh shit, I fucked it up. I didn't. But I thought I did. This just in. Local idiot. Fucks up the seed, recipe. Asked to leave the function. That's wood. That's stone. So you're gonna be dirt. You're gonna be ice. And then you're gonna be deep slate. And now we got all the tier 1s. Or at least all the ones that we need. Which is almost all of them. What's in tier 2? A lot more. New headline? Oh, local idiot fucks up the seed. Wait, no. That just reminds me. I was more parodying, like, man rolls worst joint of all time asked to leave the function. I could make like 2 headlines off of that. I could do local man fucks up the seed crafting recipe asked to leave the Minecraft server. Or something vaguely adjacent to rolls worst joint of all time asked to leave the function. Like, there's a second one cooking there somewhere. I don't know where. I'm local idiot? I think we're all local idiot. I think we can see... I think the whole point of local idiot is we can see local idiot within ourselves, within our hearts and souls, right? We all identify with local idiot, because he is us. First is better, we know you aren't cool enough for weed. Listen, I'm not. But... Oh, nature... Yeah, this is the nature seed shit. I'm not, necessarily. But I know people who are... and so they hook me up. Not that I really take them up on it, but it's more like if I go over their place, then they're like, hey, you want to hit? And I'm like, all right, fuck it, yeah, sure, let's do it. Doesn't really do anything for me, but like, we need fucking nature seeds to get the nature seeds. Eat my ass. We're growing pumpkins the hard way. Oh, but we can't grow pumpkins the hard way, or at least not easily. I know I just said the hard way, but I want the hard way to be easy, right? Oh, never mind, we can. We can. If we bone meal the I don't know what mod does this, but if we bone meal the full stock, it'll do that. Come on. There we go. Okay. 7. I think we only need 4. Because we need 4 of that agglomeratio bullshit. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe the real local idiot was the friends we made along the way. Honestly, I agree. Oh, we need more sugar, motherfucker. I keep processing all our sugar cane into the paper because we've been needing a lot of paper for books and stuff. Let's gather. Let's do the hunter-gatherer lifestyle because I don't have sugarcane auto-growing. Why I don't have sugarcane auto-growing is beyond me. Because I think you could grow these in these cloches, right? You can. You can just grow sugarcane in the garden cloches. I keep saying cloche. I know it's cloches. It's not cloche. It's not cloche. It's cloche. Whatever. What's our fish looking like? Too many. Too many fish. You know. Wait, that reminds me of something. Because I was trying to get puffer fish so I could make this fucking Cerno Fumo. What does this do? Right-clicking, it doesn't do anything. I'm gonna go put... I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but I'm gonna go put this somewhere. Sunset, no regrets. First chance, last dance, stuck in the middle, even that. What the fuck was that? It's a Cerno plushie. It's a Cerno Fumo. You know what I mean? Let me pull up a Google image. It's supposed to be not that. Wait, hold on. We're getting somewhere. Properties. I think this worked. Yeah, this. What is a Cerno? That's this person. She's a character from Toho Project. You've definitely seen this. I will say that at least. You've definitely seen this. Her, yeah. See, it's all making sense now, right? I know her. That's why. Yep. You've definitely seen her. You just didn't know her name. That's Cerno. Or I think it's technically Cheerno, but everyone says Cerno. She's from Toho Project. I can't right clicking her doesn't do anything. It doesn't really do anything. She just I'm just gonna leave her there. I just really wanted to make this because I saw it in my whatchamacallit. I saw it in the crafting menu, like when I was looking through, because it's in a mod I was using, extended AE, and I'm like, why the fuck is a Cerno Fumo in this mod pack? I really wanted to know. I wanted to know what it did. Didn't do anything, but you know, it was funny at least. Make some Prudentium, because now we need to use the tier 2 seed like material. Because now we're in like tier 2 territory, right? Never played Toho. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. If you don't like bullet hell shooters, you're not gonna like Toho. I had a friend that was really into Toho Project though, when we were in like middle school. So that's where I lie on the chart. Oh no, we have enough Prudentium for at least 2 farmlands. So I had a friend that I kind of experienced that through vicariously, but he also hooked me up and had me download. I think it was Toho 8. Toho 8 on this old computer I had at the time. And yeah, so I pick it up once in a while. I'll pick up a Toho game once in a while. Shit, we need dye. Oh, we need all the complicated dyes that require 2 different dyes to make. Oh shit. So we need what? 4 orange dye, which I don't think we have. We have 3. Motherfucker. Now we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need cyan dye, which I think we have. We do have a lot of it. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else do we need? Pink dye, which I think we have some lying around, actually. We don't. We have 1 pink. Okay, let's get some white dye. And some red dye, which I think we have. Yeah, we do. Okay. Got 4 pink dye. And then what's the last one we need? Lime dye. That's gonna be fun. I don't think we have that. What if we just... No, that doesn't make lime. How do we make lime? What's lime? Lime it up, bitch. White and green dye. Okay. Green dye. And we already know we got white. Cool. We got our dye agglomeratio. Because we need to be growing dyes, dude. I don't have to worry about dyes ever again. We're growing that shit. Green and white. Oh, okay. Thank you. I ended up figuring it out on my own. But I don't know color theory, clearly. I don't know my colors. I don't know shit about no colors, bro. I ain't colorful. You know what I mean? Fucking... I ain't a color guy. Tertium. We need more prudentium. How many of these seeds are we gonna need? I'm just gonna make a whole fucking stack of prudentium because we're gonna need a lot of this. I can already tell you. Lol, okay, not colorful? Yeah, I'm not colorful. My skin is colored, but I myself am not a colorful man. You know, listen. You ever notice how it's only guys that go colorblind, not women? There is a genetic thing for that, I think. I think that's like a genetic thing. I don't know why that is. But like we like have less like color, we're more likely to have our like color cone things like deteriorate. And women like don't. Like their color things just don't deteriorate over time. Is there? There is. Like women don't go colorblind. Like at all. That's a guy thing. I don't know why. The world is a cruel place and something like that. I don't know. The world is unfair. in a weird way, it kind of is fair though. Because you got your own downsides to worry about that we don't. But for us, you know, guys like just due to the way it has something to do with the Y chromosome. That's all I've heard. It has something to do with the Y chromosome. Deserved? Listen, okay, now you're just trying to sow dissonance between men and women. Right? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say that hey, we both got shit we're dealing with. Right? Look at that. Look at these beautiful looking plants. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at that. I don't know what that was, but it was something. Welcome to Bar's meth lab. Honestly, this kind of looks like a fucking meth lab. But I was gonna ask if you get a VTuber model, will you still be Spidey or oh, kind of, sorta, not really. That's why I just spilled water all over myself. That's what happens when you're a fucking moron and you talk while you're trying to drink water. I was thinking, because I don't want to be like, I don't necessarily want to be like the spider guy, so Timu Spidey. So I don't want to be known as like, I don't want to be like too closely associated with Spider-Man, like, because I feel like I don't want to be like somebody that tries to represent their community, or like whatever. Like I don't want like specifically the Spider-Man community or whatever to like claim me, or like I don't want, not that I have like a problem with them. It's more like I just feel like I feel like I can't represent them. You know, I want to let them represent them, right? Let them do their thing. We don't need to grow coal. I'm just looking at this right now. We're already making all this shit. We don't need to grow coal. We're fine. But, and also, I don't want to get sued by Disney. That's like another big thing is like, if somehow, some way, some why, I get like an opportunity to do like merchandise or like some more like officially licensed thing with like me and like my presence online and my brand, if you want to call it that, right? I don't want to get sued. You know, I don't want to do that. So like I think what I'm going to do when I like end up making my own like design is I'm gonna kind of keep to like, I'm gonna take aspects of other like you know, cape shit heroes and kind of just make my own like thing with that. Like I was just like, I have no art skills, so I haven't really made a design necessarily myself. But I think I'm gonna like take aspects from Spider-Man, take aspects from like Iron Fist and like a couple other places, and do like my own thing with that. And that'll be my thing. Right? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Tube coral, horn coral, fire coral. We have brain coral from somewhere. Somehow we got 8 brain coral. There's coral over here, but I don't remember how you... Because if I break these blocks, doesn't it, like, kill them? I don't remember how coral works. Okay, I fucked that up somehow. If I... Yeah, they die. Dead tube coral... How do I, like, undead you? I need to inject steam into it, and then it turns into not dead. Okay. Well... Oh, fuck. Oh, let me get shears. Do I have shears lying around? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Because I need to... I'm going to try and collect the regular... How do you collect coral? How do you collect this shit? Can you not collect coral with shears? Am I just destroying the ecosystem over here? Because I want to leave some of this coral here, obviously. But, like... This is not looking good. At all. I feel like we're not gonna be able to not. Oh, you know what? We need the. Oh wait, there's horn coral right here. I was about to say, like, we need to look for the horn stuff, right? Here's the yellow one. We need some red ones. We need more yellow ones too. Do we need pink ones? You know what? We're gonna be able to repopulate. It die. Yeah, it dies. I don't know what to do. I do know what to do, but like, we're gonna be able to repopulate by using the coral seeds, because we're gonna be able to make this coral essence. Coral essence, we can make more coral out of it. So we're gonna be able to repopulate the population. Like, we're destroying this right now, but only temporarily. There's a dead brain coral. I don't know what killed this fucking coral, but they're dead back here. We need one more red, right? Tube. We need more fire. More fire coral. 3. There's the last one. It's right here. I'm sorry, ecosystem. I promise I'll fix you. I promise I'll fix you. I promise I'll fix you. 4 dead tube. We need another dead horn. And that's that. Okay. We'll come back. We'll fix the ecosystem. He lies? No. I'm gonna fix the ecosystem. I'm gonna fix the ecosystem, alright? We're just doing this temporarily because I need to make coral plants. I need to make coral seeds. Oh, honey seeds? That's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Because I need to get bees. Oh, no. That's gonna suck. I need to get fucking... steam. Oh, I know where to get steam. I know exactly where to get steam. I know exactly where we're gonna get steam. We're gonna take this gauge dropper. Boop! We got our steam. And then we need to go find our chemical injection chamber, which I think we have one in the workshop somewhere. Compressing factory, enriching factory, infusing? Is it this? No? Sawing, crushing, condenser, crystallizer. I think we need to make an injection chamber. Because I don't think we have one. Chemical injection chamber. Okay, go make me all of this shit, please. And then we'll by hand. Oh my god, enrichment chamber. Make me all this shit, please. That reminds me, I need to... Oh, me when I don't use AI, I will fix the ecosystem. That reminds me, I need to upload something. Well, go do that. Go do that right now. You're not allowed to not do that. You have to. Bro, the league servers are dying. They want you to stop. They're telling you to quit. They're telling you, man, this motherfucker got to put us down. Like, for real. They're telling you to quit while you're ahead. So that you can, like, still live a halfway decent, like halfway decent, existence. I don't have to do it right now? Oh, we'll fucking do it, like, in 5 minutes, then. I don't know. What do you want from me? Just go do it. In general. Can I upgrade this at all? Oh, we can make an injecting factory. Fuck yeah. Upgrade that all the way up. Upgrade that all the way up. Upgrade that shit all the way up. Inject more stuff. Use. I want to be able to inject more things more quickly. I'm playing ranked and I have customs at 7. Well, you don't have to play ranked to like. You don't have to play ranked. You know, you could warm up. I feel like you're thoroughly warmed up by now. Like you don't need it. You don't need to do this to yourself, Blue. You are thoroughly warmed up by now. you don't need to be playing ranked. Just play casual. The secret to enjoying games like that, for what it's worth. I know I can't really enjoy League at all unless I'm like playing with people. But the key to enjoying shit like that is to just do it casually and not go to comp. No, I want to climb. What do you gain from climbing? What do you accomplish? Satisfaction? If you're playing League, you already are not being you're already not you're chasing satisfaction you're never going to get. It's like Sisyphus, right? The more effort you put into chasing satisfaction via League, the less you're going to enjoy it, like at all. Oh shit. Wait, we need a gas. Yeah, we need a fucking gas upgrade. I think we need 8 of these. We need this to not use as much gas. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Awesome. Go, use the steam. Bring the coral back to life. Fuck, we need more steam because I wasted a lot of it. Oh, nuclear reactor. I come begging for steam. Back to the workshop. Cool. All right. Dump that. We brought the coral back to life. Bringing me to life. I don't remember what song that is. Is that the fucking... Is that Rihanna? It was like, I need a doctor to bring me back to life. Right? I think that's Rihanna, right? It's either Rihanna or Beyonce. It's one of those two. Why are you singing nuclear reactor when I show up? I went to the nuclear reactor site so I could get some steam, so I could bring coral back to life, so I could grow coral using magic. I'm using magic to grow coral. Brother, oh, that is. It isn't either. What do you... Oh, I think we're thinking of 2 different songs then. I think we're thinking of 2 different songs. I think you're thinking of the Evanescence song. And I don't remember how that goes. But... Fucking... How? Okay. Oh, I used... Okay, so coral... I need steam. Let's start from square one. I summoned the island over there. This weird magic island that I made has coral in it, and I'm trying to grow. Like grow all the magic seeds using mystical agriculture. So we're at tier 2. We're trying to do like all the tier 2 seeds so we can grow magic seeds so I can keep growing coral forever and ever and ever. Right? Coral essence. You use coral essence to make all the coral forever. So I don't have to worry about, like, making coral the hard way anywhere else. So I had to break some of the coral that came from this island. But when you break it, it dies. So I'm like, oh shit, well, how do I bring it back to life? And I had to use steam to do that. So these corals are alive now. We need to make coral agglomeratio. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to grow coral, and we're going to repopulate the coral population. Except I'm going to forget to do that. So, then, fuck yeah, we ball. I don't know. The monster song isn't Riri or Beyonce? Really? Who is it, then? Who the fuck wrote that? I don't follow, like, I'm not in that, like, sect of music scene. Yaga. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know what she's talking about. Is that a different... Okay, wait, that's a different one? You people are confusing me. You're throwing me for fucking loops, bro. The random lady, I don't know her name. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. Alright, never mind. I guess the world will never know. And by the world, I mean me, because I guess I'll never know. Alright, we're growing dyes now. Or no, we're growing corals now. We've been growing dye. Because dye is in... Nope, dye's in... Where's the dye seed? There's the dye seed. We've been growing dye. Now we're growing coral. What else can we grow? What other magic shit can we make? Honey? This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Because I don't know how to get honey. Besides, you know, chemicals. This would be funny as fuck, actually. How do we get sucrose? What is it? Sucrose? How do we get sucrose? We have to break down sweet berries. Oh, a lot of things, actually. We can get sucrose from cactus. Okay, so if we get really into chemical shit, do you work today? I do. I leave in, like, an hour and some change. So I'm not gonna be here too long. I'm not gonna be here too long. Fucking... This would be hilarious. We could get sucrose from cactus. And then we need triglycerides from honey, triglyceride dust, something that doesn't exist. Wool. Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna turn cactus and wool into honey. This is horrible. This is some Nile Red type shit. You know Nile Red? You know Nile Red? Because I really don't want to fuck with bees right now. I really don't. So we're gonna figure out how this shit works. Honeycombs. Is there a way to get bottled honey this way? Honey blocks. Chilling liquid honey or honey and productive bees honey. I was gonna say, usually you're gone by the time I get home from work on the days that you're extra stinky and stream when I work. Fucking love Nile. I love Nile Red. Nile Red, he's like, yeah, I turned grape juice into, or no, I turned plastic into grape juice. And it's like, how the fuck do you do that? Tell me, Nile Red. Tell me. I need to know. I need to know how this happened. I need to know. Honey, glass, and honey essence. Well, we need honey essence to make honey essence. Is there a better way of making... Can we turn honeycomb into liquid honey? Is a better question. Or no, go backwards. Can we turn honeycomb into honey blocks? Like, at all? Is that a thing we can do? No? Doesn't look like it. We turn honeycomb into... anything... I don't fucking know. Honey bottles. Honey... How do we get there? Because we have half of it. We have half the process by using chemical bullshit. Chemical centrifugal oh, we could separate honeycomb with a with the thing in that I set up earlier. When he turns diamonds into carbonated water. Yeah, for real. That's what we're on. That's the kind of shit that we're on. Oh, we need to pump XP into it though. Or do we? Either we'll figure that out when we get there. Honeycomb, we could turn honeycomb into honey though. So that's the important part because we need to, you know, bottle that shit. Let's figure out how to do weird chemical shit. Let's figure out how to do that because this is gonna be very funny. We need combiners. It's from alchemistry. Alchemistry. Okay. We need a combiner, which is very easy to make. Holy shit. Not an atomizer. Compactor combiner. This is very easy to make. Alright, so we got a combiner, which requires power, apparently. We'll just steal the power supply from you. So now we can combine chemicals together. Actually, let's put this on the floor. Put this on the floor and just, like, wrap this power cable around, maybe. And then we need... Oh, shit, not you. Ah, motherfucker. Okay, whatever. We'll worry about that when we get there. And then we need... We need... I should probably just add this to the favorites so I don't have to look this up. How do we get sucrose? Dissolver. We need a dissolver. Okay. Dissolver. How do we make this? Also wicked easy. Oh, we need magma blocks. Oh, that's not hard. Okay, never mind. Make me those pistons. Now we're dissolving shit. So, does this need power? It looks like it does. So how about we get some universal cable? Someone is lag switching this game. Oh, are they? Or are you just like talking like out your ass? Like, is someone doxing or excuse me, DDoSing League right now? Because that's really fucking funny. If so, that is very funny. Because I know Riot Game, my whole team is lagging. Oh, I think someone might be DDoSing the game then. That's really fucking funny though. Cactus. Let's dissolve some cactus. Right? Let's see what happens. We got sucrose. Let's dissolve a whole stack of cactus. Fuck it. Let's do it. Dissolve a whole stack of cactus. We got our sucrose. Let's maybe get more sucrose with the time in a bottle. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, 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 ba. A little more, a little faster. Input, output, pause, yeah. We got sucrose, we got nitrate, and we got cellulose. Cellulose, I think we could turn into some funny shit, right? We could dissolve cellulose into even more shit. We can make cellulose into more cactus, warped roots, apples. If we somehow get... Oh, we have sucrose. So we can use some of that sucrose. This is like real chemistry. This is some real world shit. We could compact it into paper. Oh, fuck no, dude. That's awesome. That's so cool. Into logs. Okay. We'll have to worry about that later. We need sucrose. And then triglycerides. So we need to dissolve wool into triglyceride. I think we have some, right? Yeah, we got wool. Dissolve a stack of that. Give me some triglycerides. Give me some of those. Okay. I need more water. Ugh. Okay. Now, we got our triglycerides, and I think it's 3 triglycerides to 1... Nope. Honey treats. There we go. Yep. We're making honeycombs. This is so stupid. This is kind of cool, but really stupid. Now we have keratin. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do with keratin? We can make sulfur dioxide, starch, proteins. Actually, proteins, I think, are real common in making other shit. Yeah, we can make fish with selenium and proteins. With calcium carbonate and proteins, slime balls. We can use some of that sucrose for slime balls. Like, there's a lot of things we can do here. Yeah, give me those honeycombs. We have a lot of triglycerides left. I think we have enough honeycombs, actually. I think we're okay on honeycombs. Because we need to do this, right? It's just centrifugal separator. Separate this into honey. Now we have honey in here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Well... what do we do with that? How do we get that out of there? We need to configure this a little. There we go. Don't go anywhere. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why are you going into there still? I configured you to not. Oh, there we go. Well, let's get the fucking gauge dropper. Put you back in there. Like this. Oh, we can't. Okay, hold up. How do we... What? Okay, we need more honeycombs. So we need more cactus. Here, go dissolve that cactus for me. We need... Because how much honey do we need, right? We can use honey to make... We need like, what, 1,000 for a bottle of honey? Right? Some shit like that. And we need a bottler. We need any amount of honey? It seems like. It doesn't say, like, specifically fluid encapsulator. 250 millibuckets. Okay. That's simple enough. We just need one of those. Fluid encapsulator. Go make me one of those. Oh, we're missing, like, most things. 1, 2. 1. Oh, shit. I fucked up. Tin gear, machine frame, and done, right? Is that all that? Do we just yeah? Is that? Come on, any day now. There we go. Fluid encapsulator. If we just like throw it up here, just not have it connect to anything. We just need it for power. Then we put the liquid honey in there. I can't put the liquid honey in there. I just did. Okay, cool. I think we just... There we go. How much is in there? 512? That's not bad. Cut down all those fucking honeycombs. Make more of those. I need to clear up my inventory of all this fucking nitrate, cellulose, keratin, triglycerides. Actually, we need the triglycerides, so never mind. It's just so fucking complicated. I should have just made bees. I should have just made bees. I really should have. Bees would have been easier. We need triglycerides. No, we need sucrose. Sucrose. Speed that up. Oh, I fucked up somewhere. I don't know how. But I fucked some shit up. I think speeding it up broke it. I think that's what I did. Alright, well, we won't do that again. Cellulose, nitrate, cellulose. Ultimate universal cables, honeycombs. Alright. We're alive. We're cooking. Oh, we got more nitrates. Did I really fuck it up? I think I really fucked it up. Oh, okay, it wasn't the speed up. It wasn't the speed up at all. It wasn't the speed up at all. It just wasn't registering the recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Okay, that might be good enough. Right? Is that gonna be good enough if we dissolve all this shit? Dissolve all those honeycombs? Maybe. This empty? Okay, cool. 900. We need like what, 8? Now I wait for this to upload. Well, congrats, you did it. You were all like, man, I don't need to do this right now, but you kind of did. Oh, I fucked up. I bottlenecked it. I bottlenecked the power output somehow. I don't know how, but I bottlenecked the power output. I fucked it up. You were all like, man, I don't need to do this right now. And now here you are doing it right now. Congrats. I need bottles. That's important. Bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Is it 8? Because I need 4 of these. Yeah, it's 8. 8 honey bottles. That should be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't have to do it right now, but you did anyway. And that's great. You did it anyway. You know, getting on top of things, that's real good shit. Fucking, why aren't you... Yeah, whatever. It's like dragging out the same... I don't know what to do with this. It's dragging out the same, like, 300 honey. Now you have honey still in you, like... I think we just hold on to this and say fuck it. And then this, we let it do its thing. Do this. And now you're empty, so we can use you for XP shit again. That's good. Speaking of, 46 experience. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Go do your thing. Yeah, that's what we like to see. All right. We got our honey bottles. Honey agglomeratio. We need, what is that? Prudentium, I think. We need to use Prudentium for this. Yeah, Prudentium. Put all this shit away. Put all the chemistry shit away. We don't need any of this anymore. At least not right now. We'll probably put like a little like spot for it. We'll make a little chem lab somewhere like we're fucking Walter White. But not right now. Not right now. Because chemistry is fucking hilarious. But not right this second. Some like putting on a disco. I prefer kick drums and red wine. You know what I should do? I should set up like a fluid disc. Just to like store excess fluid of types that we don't need. Like I have liquid honey that I'm not going to do anything with. And then in here I have like liquid steam that I'm not... Oh, it's a gas! It's not a liquid. I have gas steam that I'm like not going to do shit with. At all. Honey seeds! Alright, we're doing honey. We're doing honey. Fuck it, it's honey time. We're doing honey. What's next? What's next on the list? Mystical tier 2. Amethyst seeds. I don't think we need to grow amethyst seeds because I think we're like making that shit pretty easily. Yeah, we can make calcite, I guess. That's not too hard to make though. Like, it seems like a lot. We're making a shit ton of amethyst as is, right? We have 1.7 million amethyst. I don't think we need to be doing that. I don't think we need to grow amethyst. Pig seeds? Oh, that's gonna be fun. We need to kill like 200 pigs. Oh no, we don't have to kill a lot of pigs. We just need... Actually, we do kind of need to kill a lot of pigs. We need these soul jars. Alright. So we need soul jars. Which is not hard to make. 2, 3, 4. I am back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Mia. What was I just about to say? Oh, pigs. We need to go spawn in a bunch of pigs. Actually, I think I have a bunch of raw pork chops. Right? This might be enough. 51 raw pork chops. We need a soul extractor. Which sounds evil. And it's because it is evil. Soul extractor, yeah. Machine frame. I'm back to hating League. Congrats! You did it! Welcome back to the land of like the relatively mentally stable. Not really, but like relatively speaking. You know what I mean? Fucking gold swords and shit. Like I don't need to be doing this. I do need to be doing this. Solium dagger. Oh, I'm not mentally stable. That's why I said relatively. Do you know anything about Expedition 33 bar? I know that it exists, and I know it's pretty good, and people keep telling me to play it because I really like JRPGs, but I'm like, I'll get to it, and then I don't because I have no time. That's my experience with Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is an I will get around to it one day kind of game. And then I never get around to it anyway. It looks like something I would like. It does. I'm not gonna knock it because it does look like something I would play. But it's like, man, I'm never going to. I'm never gonna have the time to. You should. I know I should. I know I should. It's just gonna take me fucking forever to be like, you know, let's do that. Let's do that right now. You know how many things are in my backlog? You know how many things are just in my backlog, like perpetually at all times, like an infinite number of things. There's an infinite number of things in my backlog. I've been meaning to finish Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've been meaning to finish Adventure Time. I've been meaning to finish 100 million schmillion different things. And also, I need to pay money for Expedition because I don't own it. So I'm waiting for like a decent sale. I need to finish Sea of Stars. That's like my JRPG backlog right there. I don't have Sea of Stars finished. I don't have enough fucking raw pork chops to finish my damn pig seed. You know, I know what we need to do. I know exactly what we need to do. We need to make one of these gateways that spawns in the aminals. I need to make a gateway to spawn in the aminals. And then we kill the aminals. And then harvest their pork chops. And then fuck it, we ball. I have 300 games on Steam and I still play League. That's how I feel, kinda. At least like lately, I've been playing a lot of Borderlands. Did you beat Silksong? I didn't, although that's only because I only play it on stream. That's only because I try to be a good little boy about it, and I try to only play it on stream. Let's not do this in here. Let's do this in the fuck it room. Otherwise, I would have finished it like week 1. Like I would have been playing that shit nonstop. Weird phrasing, but okay. That's only because good little boy has been like ruined and co-opted by weirdos. It's kind of like how the word daddy got ruined by Gen Z. But then, like, you see a little girl call her dad daddy, and now you're the like if you think about it in that regard, you're fucking weird. Just let people say daddy, dude. Let people say good little boy. Just let people say things. Just let people say things. Let people enjoy things. We can't just we have to let everything be ruined for us at all times. It's only weird when they aren't kids. Okay, that's a fair mindset to have. not necessarily one. Actually, no, that is one I agree with. Actually, I'll agree with you on that. Don't let people enjoy things. I'm pivoting. Especially like, because once we, that's one of those arguments where it's like, okay, how far do you want to take it, right? Because then you see like Disney adults that like order food off the kids menu, and you're like, you know, maybe we shouldn't let people enjoy things. So actually, yeah, I'm pivoting. Don't let people enjoy things. If you're an adult, you're not allowed to enjoy anything in life. You have to, you're not allowed to enjoy anything. You're not allowed to enjoy anything. We got a huge fucking necrotic farmer, dude. This guy got hella health. Unfortunately. Where's the last guy? What? There's another guy? Where is he? Oh, he's up there. He's on the roof. What, motherfucker? Okay. Alright. I need you guys to give me your materials so I can harvest you for souls. I'm sorry, I don't want to do this either. We're doing unethical labor to work our way towards ethical labor. First of all, that felt personal. Father, I require my Xbox Game Pass, please. No Game Pass. Xbox is going downhill, bro. I genuinely believe, even before Xbox Game Pass got the price raised to like something stupid, I genuinely believe that like there won't be an Xbox console. Like we're on the last Xbox console. We're never gonna see another Xbox console again. I think the next, like, at best, the next Xbox console is gonna be like practically a gaming PC, kind of like the Steam Deck or like the ROG Ally or the ROG Ally or whatever the fuck, right? I'm thinking that that's what's gonna. Jesus Christ, my inventory is fucking packed, dude. What did I do? I know what I did, but what did I do? I don't think we're ever gonna see another Xbox console. I think they're out of the console race. I think it's over for them. I think they fucked up so bad that it's over for them. I don't think we're gonna see shit from them again. And then PlayStation. And then what's gonna happen is PlayStation's gonna go without competition. PlayStation's gonna go without competition. And that nothing's good's gonna come out of that. Nothing good is gonna come out of that. I don't know. I can't exactly put my finger on what's gonna happen. But some bad shit is gonna happen. 1, 2. I'm just gonna dump the fucking stack in here. I don't know how many of these I need. I want to say, like, let's cut it in half. I think 14 is the magic number here. If I did my math right. I didn't do my math right. Oh, wait. Maybe I did my math right. Maybe I did. Don't doubt me. Holy fucking shit, I was almost right. I was like almost right. That's insanity. Insane. Insane. Listen, I'm the math guy. If you got a math problem, don't hit me up at all because I'm not good enough to be the math problem guy. I'm good enough to be the math guy though. I'm good enough to be the math guy that you don't go to for your math problems. Right? I remember this one person, this one, like, old friend of mine at the time. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking great at math. Oh, I fucked up somewhere. What did I do wrong? I was like, yeah, I'm great at math, dude. Pig seeds. How did I fuck this up? Oh, you need a solium seed base for this. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I was like, dude, I'm pretty good at math. I'm like the best at math. You know, just kind of talking myself up and being a dickhead. I'm a math guy. Just don't come to me about statistics or physics. Physics requires math. You could come to me for physics, but not in a math sense, if that makes any sense. Like, if you tell me, like, hey, if I roll this ball down the hill, is it going to have enough momentum to make it over the next hill? I'll probably be like, I'm like physics, but like vibes-based. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I can do physics, not in a math sense, but in a vibe sense. Like, if you show me, like, a hill, and you're like, hey, if I roll a ball down this hill, is it gonna have enough momentum to clear the next hill? And I'll be like, yeah, I think it will. But, you know, I don't have to do math to know that. Or if you show me like this hill, and you're like, okay, if I roll the ball down here, is it gonna clear that? And I'm gonna be like, no, it's not. You know, it's not gonna clear that. You know, I can't do the math to tell you why that's not gonna work, but I just know it's not gonna work. You know, I'm not a physics guy in the math sense. I'm a physics guy in a vibes sense. I will tell you what will and won't work based on vibes and nothing else. Well, it depends. Is the second hill taller than the first? That it doesn't even just depend on that. Because if the second hill is even the same height as the first, it's not gonna work. There's like a point you reach where like that's why the biggest drop's at the start. Exactly. But like there's a point you reach where like fucking I just had a brain like my brain just melted there. I'm sorry. There's a point you reach where like let me get the XP out of here. I don't know why it's just rotten in here. Jesus Christ, I have like no levels. What did I use them on? Oh, it's probably the XP seeds that I set there. That's probably what I used them on. But fucking shit, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, there's a point where like even if the hills are like equally like equal height, it's not gonna clear the second one because you lose energy like as it falls, right? I know that's like the most that my math brain will like process. That's the most math that'll process. Yeah, that's a fucking that's a fucking what's the guy's name? The Sylvester the cat, right? That's a Sylvester moment right there. Suffering succotash. I can't do a good Sylvester. You know what's funny? We learned about that not in my physics class. This says a lot because I remember that, but not my physics class because that teacher sucked. I never took a physics class, but that doesn't surprise me. The physics class that my friends took, because I had a couple friends that were in a physics class in high school, they said the teacher was like a funny teacher, like they liked him as a person, not as a teacher. You know, like he was not great as a teacher. He didn't really explain concepts well, I guess. But like he was a funny fucking dude. Like he told me some story of when they were in class and they were I don't remember how the conversation got brought up. No, because they were like on Google Maps looking for something on the projector. He was scrolling through Google Maps and it was like, oh, he was asking the class like, give me a location, give me a place, and we'll go there for some reason. I don't remember why, but I think he was asking for. We had to take it. It was required for you. It wasn't required for me. For me, it was just like you need a certain amount of science credits in general, but you didn't have to take physics. But I think he was asking in the context of like, we need, like, give me like a place. I think it was like hills. I think it was a hills question where he was like, give me like a place with like low elevation, high elevation. Like, give me like a hilly area. And some kid jokingly said Dusty Divot from Fortnite. And the guy was like, what the fuck is Dusty Divot? That sounds like a stripper. And he Googles the map of Dusty Divot in Fortnite. And everyone was laughing about it. And then at some point they brought up, I think like later that day, he brought up, fucking, I don't know. I think they pulled up a place that looked vaguely like a gentleman's club or like a strip club or like maybe it was just like a really sketchy looking alleyway, and the teacher said that's where Dusty Divot works. That was like one of my favorite stories from like a class that I've never taken. It was one of my favorite stories from like my friend who took a class that I was never in. I didn't take physics because they said we would have to dissect a cat. Oh, that was anatomy, which I'm still not sure if we had that. We did have an anatomy class at our school. We did. I didn't take anatomy either, though. Did we have anatomy? It wasn't required, and the only reason I know that is because I didn't take it. But we did have anatomy as a class. I didn't take that either, though. Not necessarily because, like, I didn't want to dissect anything. I didn't give a fuck about the dissections. It was more like it just seemed like a class that I had to put effort into, and I didn't want to do that. So I took like I basically just did the bare minimum of school. I took like the bare minimum. I did like Earth and Space. I did Chem. I did Bio. There's a rumor one of my history teachers played games in class instead of teaching us. That for a history teacher, as someone who had the history teacher I had, that wouldn't surprise me. I took chem, bio, horticulture, and marine bio. I took chem, bio, because chem was required. I think the way that our school worked was like you had to take chem and you had to take bio. Or not bio. It was like chem and earth and space were required. Ish, maybe? I don't fully remember. I just remember, like, if you had good grades and you were real smart in middle school, you had to do chem in freshman year. And then you did earth and space in, like, junior or senior year. But then, if you didn't have great grades, like, in middle school, you did earth and space freshman year and then chem, like, later on in senior year. I was also the class where my crush's best friend confessed he had feelings for me. Oh, that's a weird fucking... That's an unfortunate situation to be in. I'm sorry for your loss. Astronomy, and it was biology and chem you had to take to graduate. Yes. Was it bio? Was it bio? I know chem you had to take to graduate. I didn't know if bio... I think it wouldn't surprise me if bio was also on the required classes list. Because I also took bio, and I didn't really want to take bio. But fucking, what was I saying? History teachers. Because you said your history teacher played games instead of teaching us. Knowing the history teacher I had, that wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if that's a history teacher thing. I feel like history teachers are either super, like, boring. I still have the video of you with the paper tube from astronomy. The fact that I have no fucking clue what you're talking about scares me. I like dissecting things in biology. I figured... we didn't dissect anything in bio. That was, like, anatomy. That was like anatomy that we dissected stuff in bio. Or dissected stuff in anatomy. Like, we didn't really dissect anything in bio. At least our bio, we didn't. Fucking... The history teacher I had, though, was, like, the coolest fucking dude ever. I feel like I've already talked about this before, so I won't harp on it. But, like, fucking... He gave off, like, surfer bro energy. He talked a little bit like a surfer dude, and he was just like the chillest dude ever. He fucking would like he one day just out of nowhere he's like, "Hey, you guys want to see a video of me fucking up a backflip?" And we're like, "Hell yeah, we do!" And he like just showed us this random video of him in his backyard that his wife shot of him just like eating shit trying to do a backflip for like no reason. And then we like found his YouTube channel. I don't know how we found his YouTube channel, but we found his YouTube channel. And one of his videos was him on a cruise. It was like a vlog style video of him and his wife on a cruise where he got like wasted on this cruise. He got absolutely wasted on the cruise. He was like the coolest fucking dude I'd ever met in my life. And he was only supposed to be like a temporary like long-term sub, but I think he ended up sticking around because everyone liked him so much. I think he still works there. I hope he does at least. That guy was a fucking real G. What a dude. Or there was a time that, like, some kid... I don't remember what the joke was, but he made a joke about the wage gap. And I remember it being really funny. Like, I remember it being, like, actually kind of clever. And but, like, the guy in the back of the class was, like... The teacher was in the back, and he heard the kid, and he starts, like, laughing, and he had to, like, step out of the room, because it's, like, not professional to laugh about that. And it was like, man, what a fucking dude. What a fucking dude. Or like there was one time where like we locked him out of the class. Like he stepped out to like do something for like 30 seconds. It wasn't the last story, but it was like a different story where he had to step out for a sec to do something. I think he went to go talk with one of the other history teachers in the wing, and one of the kids locked him out of the room and started playing like trap music on the projector. And we let him in like a minute later. Like we didn't lock him out that long, but like fucking he walked in and he was like, "Man, you guys are fucking hilarious. You guys are something else." Like like not in a sarcastic way. He thought it was funny. So, what a fucking dude. I miss that guy. I miss that guy. That was one of the most influential teachers I've ever had, and it had nothing to do with his teaching style. He was just a chill fucking bro. He was just the chillest fucking bro ever. I love that guy. We need to do chicken seeds now. The only thing I can think of is the fact every time an animal needed to be dissected by a group of friends always turned to me. Oh, you were like the dissecting person. You were like the person that dissected shit. You were that guy. You were Dissector Andy. Why won't it tell me how to make soul jars? Oh, because I have to, like, look up the recipe for soul jars. That's right. Soul jar! 1, 2, 3, 4. We have enough chicken? We barely do. I think we have enough eggs, though. We do. Because we need a stack of something. We need a stack of, like, either eggs or chicken to make 4 of these, jars. Oh, never mind. We need way more than a stack of eggs. We need, like, 2 stacks. Or, like, 2 64 stacks, not 2 16 stacks of eggs. You were that weird, kid. It's kind of why I wanted to be a forensics scientist. Oh, that makes sense. We had a forensics class that I thought about taking because a lot of the people really liked... A lot of the people in my grade really liked the teacher that ran that class, but I just never did for one reason or another. That guy was also kind of cool. There's a lot of like science. A lot of the science teachers in our grade were cool, except for like, I guess maybe the ones that the 2 that I'm thinking of, the one I had and the one I didn't have, they were really cool. Because the other ones I'm thinking of were maybe not that cool. But there was like a couple cool science teachers, couple cool history teachers, and like the fucking, I think all the Spanish teachers are also really cool, except for one. I think there was one that everybody didn't like, and then the other... No, because there was one that everyone didn't like. I think we had 3, I want to say? We had 3. And then, like, halfway through, like, high school, one of them got let go. And it was one of the cool ones. And everyone... I didn't have him, but, like, everyone fucking loved that guy. And I was like, man, they fucking fired his ass, man. Like, they did him dirty. Everyone loved him. They should have fucking... Why'd they do that? It's disappointing, to say the least. There was one who was fucking... Oh, that guy! I forgot about him. I know exactly who you're talking about, the crazy one. I never had him, thankfully. I had the same Spanish teacher all 3 years that I took Spanish, and she was awesome. I really liked her. But I know exactly who you're talking about, and I remember a lot of people not really liking him either. I remember people not really liking him. He's the reason I failed the first year of chem, because he was so... Oh, you're talking about science. You're still on science. I know that guy also because I had him for my chem class too. I had him for chem too. That guy, that fucking dude was the, I feel like I've told stories about him before. He was the guy who would always say, like, oh, if you swore in class, he would be like, oh, virgin ears. I got virgin ears. You don't want to swear in front of me because I have virgin ears. And we're like, mister, fuck your virgin ears, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I swear like a sailor. I can't stop. He had like a bit of a stutter, and I remember him like pulling me aside because my grades weren't that good because I didn't like his class. And he pulled me aside and he's like, you know, Bar, I'm sick of your crap. Like, I need you to like pick up the pace and like keep up with things. I'm like, fucking, are you talking about the comp sci teacher? No, I never had a comp sci teacher. I know that guy. I've told that story before. Mia knows that guy. The guy who got caught dating a senior. Yeah, he was arrested. Different. I like how we're like not aligned and we're just talking about these like completely different teachers. My favorite teacher was my art teacher. She was great and loved sloths. I feel like everyone has a really nice art teacher. My art teacher was also very nice, and I think she was dating the art teacher across the hall because I think they had like a little bit of a, like an art teacher lesbian relationship going on, and I'm like, you know what, more power to you. I think that's awesome. They were very, both of them were very nice, from what I remember. Text me who you're talking about, because I'm blanking. The chem teacher. You had the same chem teacher, I think. We're talking about the chem teacher. I'm talking about the chem teacher, at least. When I was talking about, like, virgin ears. I'm pretty sure we had the same chem teacher. It was, like, the bald guy. Okay, I'll just DM you. I thought we had the same guy. There's like 5 of them. I know there's 5 of them, but for some reason I thought you had the same one that I did when you were like, I know you're a year above me. Virgin ears? Yeah, I know. He didn't get fired. I know he didn't get fired. I'm not saying he got fired. We're talking about 2 different ones. We're talking about 2 different teachers. We're talking about 2 different teachers entirely. I was talking about Mr. H. You're talking about the guy who dated a senior and got fired. That was the computer science teacher. I was talking about the chem teacher. I did have him? Okay, we were just, like, horribly misaligned then, is all. We were just horribly misaligned. God. I didn't like that guy. He was kind of a funny guy in the sense, he was, like, a weird funny guy. But, like, his teaching, like, I don't know what the fuck was up with his teaching style. Who was the really cool guy who was fired? The fucking... Was there a cool guy that got fired? We're talking about the guy that dated us. I'm talking about the guy that dated a senior. I don't know if he was cool. I know some people liked him and some people didn't. But I never had it, so I can't comment on that. He's talking about the Spanish teacher. The cool guy the Spanish teacher that got fired. His last name began with an M. I don't know if you had him, but he got fired. I don't know why. I think it was just budget cuts and maybe he had like lower like grades. I think like out of all the Spanish teachers, maybe his like students were getting like the lowest like grade point averages, so like they let him go because that we don't get any fucking money in this town. You know what I mean? That might be what happened. That's my guess, at least, because everyone loved that guy. From what I remember, fucking sheep seeds. You want me to do sheep now? You want me to do sheep seeds now? I gotta go sheep now. Oh my god. Soul jars. How do we make soul jars? I don't remember how to make soul jar. Oh, fuck. Soul jars is probably the last thing I do before I get ready to go to work, because we're like cutting it kind of close. I leave at 6:15. It's 5:45. I don't think so. I didn't have them. I dropped Spanish for the first... Oh, after the first year. Okay, yeah. There was... The lady... There was two late... I think there was 3 Spanish... No, 4, because I'm remembering... Oh, do I have to pull out MS Paint? Because now this is an MS Paint job. There was 4 Spanish teachers. There was one that, like, everyone... This seems like it needs to be a whole chart. But there was the one guy, he was a male. He was a guy. And everyone, like, hated him. Everyone kind of hated him. There was this one lady that everyone liked. Or at least I liked her. As far as I'm aware, everyone liked her. There was this one lady who I think people were kind of mixed about. I don't know much about her, but I think some people liked her, some people didn't. And then there was the guy that everyone really fucking liked. And these two were like friends. Like they would chat and like come into each other's classes and just loiter and shit. Oh, did you know the male band teacher who left? Yes. He was dating a Spanish teacher for a while and he proposed to her and she said no. No, man, that's sad. That's sad. I didn't know that. I know a lot of people liked S. I know a lot of people like that S guy. Was the Mix W? I don't know her name. Because I never had her. I never really interacted with her. But these two really like to hang out and just loiter in each other's classes, like on their off periods and shit. Like they were buddies. They would talk a lot, so it was, I think it was like kind of sad for her when he had to leave, because I think he got fucking fired, because I like no reason, just like fucking budget cuts, they couldn't afford to keep 4 Spanish teachers for whatever reason, because we don't get any fucking money in the town that we live in. I remember like, actually, this is gonna turn into a political conversation, so I'm not gonna get into that, but fucking. We don't get, the schools don't get no funding for anybody. It's sad, really. What is... Okay, there we go, Jesus. Okay, so one day I had to leave early because I had an appointment in, like, the 5th grade of elementary. We had a sub, so I didn't think anything of it. I come back next day, my teacher's pissed. Everyone in this town has money, ignore me because I don't. No, for real. Have you seen, like, the gated communities? In, like, the eastern portion of town, like, those motherfuckers are loaded. I don't like them. Because they're also obnoxious. Like, the kids that grew up there are obnoxious. I feel like wool is not the optimal material to be dumping into here. I think we need to do, like, lamb? Sheep? Fucking, what is that shit called? Venison? No, that's deer meat. Mutton. There we go. Here, dump that into another jar. She yells at all of us to sit down, and we do. I'm confused as fuck. She starts saying how disappointed she was in everyone except me because she knew I wasn't there. What the fuck? You missed some shit, dude. Like, you missed some shit when you were gone. That's crazy. You see how the huge ass mansion that went where the old town pool used to be? Okay, firstly, which pool? Because there's a couple pools that we used to have. And secondly, I've only been, there's like 2 pools. I'm liking this new lore I'm hearing. Yeah, there's a lot of, we have a lot of stories between, well, really between the 3 of us. But me and Index went like we know each other IRL. So like there's a lot of weird fucking bullshit that we've had to go through in school. It's called Memorial, the 3rd one. I don't know if I went to the 3rd one because there was one up by, I don't want to dox ourselves, but there's the pond. We'll say there's one by the pond. There's one by the 3rd elementary school that most kids didn't go to. That was like where like a very small portion of people went to that elementary school. And then there's the 3rd one that I think I didn't go to. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck, when I was at my appointment. So I find out later the boy randomly started pantsing the girls in the class. The sub did nothing and another teacher had to step in. What the fuck? That's fucking awesome. It was not awesome. Not like not genuinely awesome, but like that's fucked up. That's fucking sick. That's awesome that you missed that though. Like what a day to miss out on. What a fucking day to miss out on. Oh, and then we need like a soul seed base, right? I think we need a soul seed base. Because this needs to, because it's a sheep soul seed thing, so we'll just do one of those. Yeah, you missed some shit that day. It wasn't taken care of, and so it had all these cracks and became a mud pit, so they closed it and filled it in. The one by the elementary school was tiny. Was that the one you're talking about? I was almost never there. I think that might be the pool you're talking about. Thank God, because I might have actually punched a kid if they tried to pants me. I feel like you would have punched a kid and gotten in trouble for it, even though you definitely didn't deserve to get in trouble for it, because a kid fucking pantsed you. I feel like that's one of those situations. You know, like something my dad would say was like, it's always the second person who gets in trouble. And I don't think he was right, but I think he was like, he's like right sometimes. I feel like that's a situation that's right sometimes. You know what I mean? It's always the second person who gets in trouble. It's sometimes the second person. It really depends. It depends on who's like charging you. Who's charging you with the crime, so to speak. But he would tell me that so that I wouldn't get into fights. Because I guess he got into a lot of fights when he was a kid, which doesn't surprise me because I think he grew up in the Bronx. So, like, yeah. Not so bad for the girls, but it was one of those boys will be boys situations, and I hated it. Yeah, there's a limit to where boys will be boys, just, like, you need to not... Like, that doesn't matter. You know, you need to... The words are not coming to me right. You know what I mean? There's a point where it's like... This isn't a boys will be boys situation. This is a you could tell when the kid is gonna grow up to be one of those guys, right? That's the words I was looking for. You could tell when a kid is gonna grow up to be one of those guys, right? I did get in trouble for hitting a kid once. Was it in retaliation? I'm assuming so. Around 2008, 2010. Oh, I'm talking about the one that was called Memorial and got closed probably. Oh, that was, yeah, 2008 to 2010. That was well before I moved here, because I moved here in 2012. I broke someone's finger once in elementary school. Did I tell you that story? You might have. You might have told me that story, but I don't remember. By accident. This sounds like a familiar story. Like, the concept is familiar to me, but I don't remember, like, the exact specific details. Either way, tell me that later, actually. Don't go typing that up, because I have to, like, end stream, dude, because I gotta go to work soon. So, I think I'm gonna do that. I was just making seeds and shooting the shit with the homies. But I have to leave for work in, like, 15 minutes. So I think I'm gonna end. I was just minding my business on the blacktop practicing karate, and a group of boys surrounded me and made fun of me. One guy got too close, and I roundhouse kicked him on accident, knocking all the wind out of him. And I cried because I didn't want to hurt anyone, but my parents said, good, if they make fun of you, do it again. Do you want to text it or Discord it? Just Discord it to me. I do answer my texts, but I'd rather consolidate everything to Discord if possible. But fucking, yeah, I gotta like, start getting ready and shit. So I'm gonna end stream, and I'm gonna maybe send you somewhere, depending on if anybody's around right now. Let's go take a look. Is anybody cool or interesting around? Dude, Gami's live? I don't think I've ever raided into Gami. Let's go see if he's even like gonna stick around long or if he's gonna leave soon. How long has he been up? How long has he been up? 2 hours? I think we're in the perfect sweet spot. We're gonna send you to Gami. That guy is a real one. I met him like recently when we were fucking playing on Kari's server, because I had never met this guy in my entire life, and then I'm already watching Gami. I'd never met this guy in my entire life, and then like we were doing some shit on the server together, like we were just like farming like mobs or something for XP, and we're like, you know, this dude's a bro. This dude's awesome. I like that guy. He's playing Hades right now. He's playing Hades 2. So I'm gonna send you there. Me too. Yeah, he's a chill dude. I like him. We're gonna send you there, and I will be back. I know that my words mean nothing because I always end up not coming back when I say I'm gonna come back streaming, but I'm going to hopefully be back on like Thursday. I'm gonna shoot for Thursday because tomorrow I have to do some editing for like short stuff, and then Wednesday I run errands and stuff. Yeah, I didn't have a Sunday stream. I know, because I explained this earlier, but I was like, I woke up super late because we were like up partying all night on VR. So I didn't stream Sunday. I'm like, I'm just gonna like chill and like watch some Adventure Time and like do nothing today. Maybe farm some Borderlands. That's all I did. So yeah, I was up to like, you were, not me. Okay, I was. I will agree with that. I was. It was a me problem. But yeah, I'm gonna I'll shoot for Thursday. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. Go show Gami some love. He's a cool dude.